Guys, I just tried to drink out of my can, but I hadn't opened it yet. Anyways, Ashley, why are we screaming? What's happening? Also, Banana, thank you so much for your 2 to the 5th power resub. I super appreciate it. My bun is like falling over. Be cute. Don't disappear. Anyways. What's up? My week has been full of just like... Sassy, first of all, thank you for 69 months. At tier 2, even. That's like double crazy awesome. That was so perfectly timed, because what I was about to say was my week has just been full of weird energy. And the juxtaposition of... I just tried to drink out of a closed can, Ashley screaming, me making a math joke for Banana, Flash bringing up Ruby, and then getting the nice effect. There was just a lot in a minute. It's still work fixing shit. Oh no, I'm sorry. That's not fun. Especially like, you having to fix, with the kind of work you do, if you're having to fix stuff, I feel like this is a story time for later. Like private story time. I imagine it's the kind of story time you cannot share on stream, but like, I want to hear, I want the hot tea. Oh my god, Banana! Thank you for gifting the sub to Dop. I think Dop is currently playing D&D, but usually pops in towards the end, and they will see their lovely tiara. It'll be a wonderful surprise. Thank you so much for that. It's been a day. I fucking feel that. Today wasn't like super a day for me. Yesterday was a day. And like, tomorrow is already a day. I already know I don't want to do anything tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm supposed to go to work. I'm supposed to go to TD. And I just I don't want to leave. I have don't leave my bed energy. Not that I want to be in bed right now. I just already have that energy for tomorrow, which doesn't make a lot of sense, but it's the only way I can describe where I'm at. Lil Mom helped me day drink at work for reference. Okay. There's a lot to unpack in that. Banana! Thank you for the second gift sub! That's for Christine. When she pops in here. That's fucking great, thank you. We're so close to hype train, you guys. It's bonanzas. It's insane. Did Mom leave work, go get alcohol, and bring it? What? She brought coffee moonshine? Okay, now back up about that phrase. I had that feeling around 11 today about tomorrow. Okay, Jess, I'm sorry, but I'm glad someone else understands this insane thing that I've said. Twitch keeps saying it only needs one more gift sub. 2 gift subs later, still on trade. Oh, it's fucking lying? How dare. See, it doesn't show anything on my side of what it actually needs. It just says it's close. I don't know how it calculates that. But I appreciate you trying to make the choo-choos. Okay, this is Sprite. I have ginger beer. This is the last of my good stuff. The Barrett's ginger beer that James turned us on to. So, enjoying that. Yesterday was so shit that she showed us in the morning today that she brought this mocha coffee moonshine to have it. Oh my god. Oh, she came prepared. God, I need so much story time. Yeah, ginger beer is great. For reference, ginger beer is not, it's like ginger ale, but just more gingery. It's not alcoholic. So I'm not drinking tonight, which I know seems weird for a Persona night, but just my body was trying to kill itself earlier. So I'm just not fucking with it. But I was I want ginger beer. I have spite at first. I mean, I feel like that is also an accurate statement. but not what was typed. Yeah, I fucking love ginger beer. It's like, I like drinks with ginger beer. Like, it's great for cocktails, but sometimes it's like, I just really want to drink a ginger beer. There's a place, that has a booth at the weekly farmers market on Sundays that, like, they have, like, it's like fresh ginger beer. And it's usually regular ginger beer, extra ginger beer. I like that one. And then they usually have, like, 2 flavors, and the 2 flavors will rotate out. The cranberry is my absolute favorite. They did a jalapeno one at one point, and, like, that was good, but when I just want to, like, chug ginger beer, it was kind of, like, too much. And then they did, like, a watermelon mint one, and I was like, why would you do that? Why would you ruin ginger beer that way? But yeah, they do a bunch of different flavors of stuff. Blueberry is fine. Hibiscus was pretty, but didn't, like, have a lot of flavor. Anyways, I haven't got any of the fresh ginger beer in a while, but this canned Barrett stuff, pretty decent. Joe wants me to drink water like a weirdo. Hey! Chaos, thank you so much for gifting a sub to... Oh, you gifted a sub to Jess! Jess is a little tiara now. Welcome! Oh, it means Jess could, like, get into our Discord shenanigans. Uh-oh, Joe, delete all the things you don't want her to see. I gotta catch up on... So much has happened in the chat. I got distracted by my sister day drinking at work with the assistance of my mother. Like, there's a lot just in that. Ashley, yeah, realizing you haven't taken your meds since at least Saturday, and that explains so much. Well, I'm glad you've realized what the problem is. Jeff did that at one point. I'm ratting him out. He was, like, not, like, doing great. And all of a sudden, he, like, one day he, like, comes to me and his eyes are wide. He's like, I haven't taken any of my pills. And that includes, like, vitamins and things, too. So just, like, even just, like, normal function stuff. He was like, I haven't taken any of those in, like, 2 weeks. He goes, I forgot to bring them with me when I did the Michigan trip. So I got out of the habit, and then I just didn't do it again. He's like, I was like, so I don't think you can take 2 weeks worth all in one go. I don't think you can make pill cereal and catch up. But, like, maybe that probably explains a number of things that are happening here. Metric, I am proud of you. I'm always proud of you. I'd lettuce for snacks this evening. Double proud. Okay. Catching up. God, I need to know about this coffee moonshine, though. I need to know what brand it is. Was it good? Can I get some? Like, I need to... this is all very important. Story time privately later. Okay. I'd use the aggressive silence. Oh! Yes, gotta love that. Hey, remember when we were playing Clock Tower and I busted out my teacher voice? That was fun. Anyways. Watermelon mint may be the absolute worst flavor combo for... Yeah. It's like, I'm personally offended by that. It was just a while ago. I was over at E's place. And she's like, oh my god. She's like, I got a new vodka that just like... She's like, it specifically smells like bubble gum. And I was like, well, you can't just say that. I have to test this for myself now. And she pulls it out and I sniff it. And I was like, yeah, I can see that. But like, I was like, there's nothing about the smell that is appealing. And it was watermelon mint vodka. And because at first she was like, do you want to try some? And I went, I'm kind of curious. And I looked at it, went, eat. And she goes, oh, wait, never mind. Only way it gets worse is if you also threw cucumber in there somehow. That's it. Going on a 3-hour trip out of town for an eye checkup. Oh, is it 3 hours round trip or 3 hours one way? It's gross. Both of those are gross, but one is like so much worse. I come back and do grossies. Yes, food. Oh my gosh. I love the immediate evil face. Jess, I'm saying this out loud while I know you're here. Joe and I keep making references like, oh, you guys should come up and hang out on a weekend at some point. And we just keep not talking about a schedule for that. My next several weekends are fucked, but we need to have this conversation because you guys need to come up and experience the whiskey bar, and we need to play Mario Party and have shenanigans. Deleting the hey, look at what cute thing Jess did today channel. Yeah, we gotta hide that channel. Don't worry. I'll make sure she doesn't have permission for that one. We can leave that in place. Thing that made me not take my meds. I moved my pill sorter about 2 feet to the left on my desk. Yeah, that'll do it. Trying to come out of strep throat. Gross! Oh my god, everybody's just getting, it's like 3 hours one way! Oh my god, Metric, I'm so sorry. That's terrible. 6 hours for an eye appointment. I hope there's something, I hope there's like a good treat somewhere along that way. Where it's like, hey, it's like a rare fast food thing where you're like, yes, they have the best fries and I can at least get that. Or ice cream. Or maybe like an obscure place to pick up some fudge. I don't know. But like, I hope, God, you gotta reward yourself for putting up with that. Even if it's like for something important like an eye appointment. Like, no, it's like, it's fucking, you earn something. Found strawberries and cream flavored Dr. Pepper. I saw that. I couldn't make myself try. I was afraid it was going to be too sweet. Because, like, which feels like a weird thing to say about soda. Like, they're all sweet. But I was like, I feel my teeth hurt looking at this label. Made meatloaf tonight. Oh, hell yeah. Probably have to be a few weeks after me too. Yeah, I think I was talking to Jeff earlier about like what our schedule looks like. And I was like, cool. This Saturday we have this, and this Sunday we have this, and the next Saturday is this, and next Sunday I now have this, and then it's time off and we're not in town for the following weekend. And then there's I think there's a safe weekend. I think the 6th and 7th are currently safe. But I say that without opening my planner. It is right there. I'm afraid to look at it now. It's Schrodinger's weekend. And then the following weekend, I know, is out. And then Jeff traveled. It's fucking bananas, yo. Here, okay. Joe, I have to ask you a very important question about your meatloaf. Do you put ketchup on it while it's in the oven? There is a correct answer for this. Just as a warning, I might rescind my invitation to my house, depending on your answer to this. Yeah, I was really fortunate while I was dealing with all of my cancer bullshit that I happened to live near one of like the major cancer research centers of the Midwest. So it was like, oh, I gotta go do my fucking oncology thing that I had to do, you know, every 3 months for several years. And it was 20 minutes. I was like, fuck yes. I can't imagine having to make like a fucking trek for that. Because it was already shitty. And it's like, okay, well, at least like go. I was like, it's okay, I gotta get up, and it's like, I gotta drive downtown. But like downtown there wasn't even that bad. It's like, okay, well, so go do that. And I did have to drive past a Sweetwater's Donuts. So it's like, cool, I'll go do that. I'll make a 3-minute detour, get my donut, and then go back home. He said yes. Joe, no. You guys, you can't come over here anymore. I'm all for, I'm not gonna judge anybody who's like, meatloaf's out, and you've got pieces of it on your plate. You're like, okay, I've got some ketchup on my plate. I'm gonna add it there. When you put it on the meatloaf before it goes into the oven, it gets like a weird texture and like a skin on it. No. No. Meatloaf is the second most tasty loaf. I'm afraid to scroll and see what Carl says is the tastiest loaf. There's like an 80% chance it is like unhinged and borders on a terms of service violation. Let's see. Metric, in terms of rewarding myself, this is a crazy month for video games. Okay! Got Final Fantasy Pixel Remaster, Cult of the Lamb, Advanced Wars, something that I don't know where the emphasis on the vowels needs to go, so I'm not going to say it, because someone, specifically, most likely Pathos, will make fun of me for how I've said it. Yeah, you got a whole bunch of games coming. That's awesome. So that's good. I'll take that. Zucchini bread. Okay, zucchini bread's pretty good. I wouldn't call it the most tasty loaf, but Like, I prefer banana bread over zucchini bread. Specifically, it's the best banana bread is made with a brown sugar, and it's got the walnuts in it. And chocolate chips you can, like, take or leave, but it's gotta have the walnuts in it. He's yelling incredible. I love this play-by-play of Joe's reaction that I'm getting from not Joe. Of all the things we would have gone to war over, I did not expect it to be meatloaf. Fusion puts sriracha on his meatloaf after it comes out of the oven. All right. Mario Party is going to be fucking wild. I'm so excited. It's going to be great. Ugh. All right. Banana bread with peanut butter chips. Okay. I can get behind that. Oh my god, Ashley, you graduate in 25 days? Fuck yeah. That reminds me, I still need to send you your pins. That I will make sure I do that before I disappear for vacation-y stuff. All right. I think we've been unhinged and distracted enough. Shall we Persona? We're supposed to apparently we're supposed to take down the mob, I guess, but we don't know what the boss's name is. So we gotta somehow stumble into that information and then take down the fucking mob. So, like, that's great. That's great. It's good. It's good stuff. I don't know how that's gonna work. But let's give it a shot. Let's try it. Let's see what happens. I don't know. It's gonna be fine. Well, something got muted that wasn't. Well, maybe. Well, I can't figure out what might have gotten muted. It's not my mic, and it's not the game, and it's not OBS, so I don't know. Hey, it all worked. It's good. It's great. Guys, don't let me forget. If you were in the stream on Monday, you know there was a joke I almost told, and I went, wait, no, I want to save it for James, because I want us all to experience his reaction to it. Don't let me forget when he shows up that I have a good joke for him. I even wrote it on my list. My list is very short this week. I'm hoping James has more. Because most of the things that have happened to me this week, I can't talk about on stream. So I'm just like, well, hope he's got stuff. I do have, Jeff pulled a very good prank on me. We'll talk about that. Recognize that ginger ale. Yeah, Barrett's ginger beers. Fucking great. Load. Oh. My mom, hold on, Low Mom has texted me, and I feel like that's worth potentially stopping the stream for. What's up? What's up? I gotta see now. This is a long message. She's sending me funny things. Everything's fine. But it's too long for me to share it with everyone else. All right. If you missed it earlier, I did have a post office run. It's been raining and it's been cold, so when I've had post office runs over the last couple of weeks, I haven't had to do them very often. And when I have had to do them, I haven't really been able to take Tucker with me for a car ride, which has made him very sad. But today was very nice out, and I had to go drop off 5 packages. So he got his car ride, and he was so fucking excited about it. And the picture of the pure joy on his face being in the car, being able to stick his head out the window, getting his pup cup. It's fucking great. And so I posted a picture of that on my Dice Twitter. So you should look at that. And I guess if there's somebody who can grab the picture, if a mod wants to like grab the link and drop it in the chat for easy use for everybody, or drop it in Discord, or even just drop the picture directly in the Discord. Whatever floats people's boats. You should see my cute, very happy dog. Banana, I got some at just our regular grocery store. I checked while I was there, and so I did get some. So I got a stash. I think right now I've got 12 Cadbury eggs. Could I have gotten more? Yes. Should I have that much concentrated sugar available to me? No. So I was like, 12 seems like a good number. My best prank was when I replaced every pencil or pen with crayons in the office and had my boss try and sign a bunch of forms. Ashley, that's very good. Gosh. Okay. It's raining. We're gonna go back to the fucking bathhouse. Because I need my guts up. I don't need to, I can just warp there. Dozen eggs, that would be cheaper than regular eggs. Yeah. Yeah, actually. Now that you say it. It was, yeah, pretty much on par with a regular dozen eggs. That's upsetting for a couple of reasons. Is there anything else I should be doing? Morgana's eyes are just... is there something else I should be doing with my evening? I don't think so. I think I'm okay.
What do you want to do?
There's so much paint all over my fingers. It's like under my fingernails. It will not come out. Went looking for jelly beans.
What's up?
Jelly beans. And like any particular kind, or just like regular jelly? Jelly beans are like weird. Jelly bellies are like those actually that are like, hey, this is a fruit flavor. Those are fine. I don't think I actually had the Starburst ones at one point, once upon a time, and those were pretty okay. Couldn't find my baby animal sweet tarts this year. What does that mean? Because without any further context, I imagine they're like animal crackers, exactly same size and shape, but they're like the chewy sweet tarts. Did buy a huge ham at 80% off. Incredible. I did watch while I was getting my supply of Cadbury eggs. There was a girl next to me who was like sorting through a lot of like the clearance stuff and picked up what looked to me to be like probably like one of like the hollow chocolate eggs that was like this big and in foil. And based on like the color gold it was, I imagine it was also the same. I think it was the same maker as like there's like the hollow, like the chocolate bunnies that are like maybe about this big. It's like that like matte gold foil and it's like printed. I don't think it's lint. It might be lint. I don't know. But like the egg like was like this big or whatever. And she picked it up and bobbled it and dropped it. And the foil made it not shatter everywhere, but it clearly was broken. And the sound it made was so satisfying. And she's just staring at it. And then I'm just looking at it out of the corner of my eye. And she looks up and sees me. And she just shakes her head. And kind of uses her foot to scoot it under the shelf. And woof, speed walks away. Chewy sounds better. So they're not chewy? They're little sweet tarts shaped like little baby animals. Little crunchy guys. Okay, see, like... If they're little, I can see them being crunchy. I was like, if they're like this big and also crunchy, that would destroy your teeth. Come on. Oh no, it's charm. Okay, I also want that. I need charm up, I need guts up. Alright.
Hey.
There's that child was just always chilling there.
So humid.
Okay, well, yeah, you're the one who decides you need to come to school with me every day. Now for today's train news. Today's headlines are... Shady drug deals in Shibuya. Is the same organization behind both this and the extortions? Alongside the phishing scams that have been on the rise, this may be their source of funding. Restaurant factory fire! A worker from the restaurant giant Hanura was arrested for arson. Though he admits to the charges, he claims to not know why he did it. This industry is raising eyebrows. Yeah, you gotta find the good crunch leaves. Because they can't be like, they've gotta be dry, but they also have to be curled a little bit. Because if they're flat, then there's nothing, there's like no movement to it, and you don't get a good crunch out of it. Crunchy or chew. Okay. The phrase chewy peanut butter. Don't like that. I don't like that. Do you mean like is chewy supposed to be smooth, or is there like a weird third type of peanut butter I'm not aware of right now? Hold on. As between smooth and crunchy peanut butter, it like depends on my mood. I usually only buy smooth because I'm more likely to want smooth for like putting on like bananas and whatever. But there are sometimes I'm like, fuck yeah, crunchy peanut butter, let's go. This creamy sound. Creamy is better. Chewy makes it sound like, because when there's crunchy, you're like, okay, that is peanut butter with like crunchy bits in it. Chewy isn't crunchy, but chewy implies there is you gotta work through some stuff. Yeah, like chewy peanut butter sounds like thick caramel. Like if peanut butter had a molasses consistency, that feels chewy. I'm writing this down. No context. Asking James.
I don't get it.
Crunchy or chewy peanut butter. And he's either gonna answer like it's no big deal, or he's gonna start to answer and go, wait, did you say chewy? I saw Nijima arguing with the principal about the mafia. What a wild sentence. Just like, I saw the student council president arguing with our principal about the mafia. Like, what is your school at this point? I hear her older sister's involved with the investigation. Maybe she's just trying to play detective too. But why would she be yelling at the principal about it? Oh my god. I like using crunchy peanut butter for grilled PBJ. There you go. There you go.
Okay, we're all here.
We just... Oh boy.
There sure are a lot of high schoolers during the day. They must be targeting them.
I forgot
somehow.
we're gonna like wander around and try to get picked up by the mob. God, we're so fucking stupid.
Finding the specifics may be difficult. With such a crowd, the odds are against us.
Joe, is that a question or a declaration? I need to know before I start in on you. We already fought about meatloaf. I need to be prepared. No jelly, only honey. Honey, peanut butter and honey is very good. That's a very good combo. Definitely a question between the two. Oh, absolutely strawberry. But it's got to be seedless strawberry jam. Get your seeds fucking out of here. Of anything that is grape flavored, grape jelly is the one I'm more likely. Like, it's got to be in the right mood for it, but it's like, I will entertain that. Anything else is grape flavored, get the fuck out of here. Is it weird if I say the answer depends on the bread? Maybe. Maybe that's weird. Please explain. Clear answer for, I'm assuming this is to be a PB&J, not a BP&J. What would it be? A butter peanut. Is huckleberry or blackberry? I think a lot of blackberry jams end up being too sweet. Huckleberry's been very good. I love a black currant jam. When we were in Europe forever ago, in the way before times, the kind of like hotel, but it was like it wasn't like fully a hotel, but it wasn't fully a bed and breakfast. It was weird. It was a weird in between. I don't know how to describe it. And some of you are like, that doesn't make any sense. And I know it doesn't. But they just like, God, there was just black currant jam like available at all times of the day with all meals. And I was like, this is my fucking dream. Cream cheese and peanut butter on a bagel is up to. Okay, I've never combined those two. I've never combined those. I was about to grab the pool noodle with, like, to fight me with? Do we need... Okay, now what I'm hearing is that when you guys come from Mario Party, we need to have pool noodles available for, like, jousting and slap fights. I will put away all the glass. Like, there's a bunch of glass, like, hourglasses, like, just, like, full of sand. right behind where gamey stuff happens now. So I'll make sure those are put away, and then we can just slap each other with pool noodles when we disagree about something. Cherry preserves, very fucking good. Yeah, yeah, cream cheese and peanut butter. I never would have thought to try that, but like, I'm curious. Like, it feels like a weird combo, but like, I'm willing to give it a shot. Wouldn't be much of a fight. Oh, really? You really wanna go there, Joe? You think it wouldn't be much of a fight? We got a whole bunch of witnesses. There's what, like 17 people here? I don't know. I haven't looked at the number in a while. Guys, Joe thinks he could take me in a pool noodle fight. In my own house. Very interesting. Griffin Tucker would take you out at the ankles, and then it's all over for you. Anyways. I feel like the chat civil war is starting, yeah. Alright, back to this. No, we gotta do this. I don't want to hold off for today. Let's fucking go.
Right. We're gonna grab him by the tail.
You should head over to Central Street, like we planned yesterday.
Sweet. Let's get
Shouldn't
going.
call me
Let
guy.
me know if you find any shady people.
I'm sad. Yeah, okay, yeah. I'll grab my megaphone and yell that out so you know it's happening. Since that's what you do about the Phantom Thieves constantly, pretty much. Joe, Banana's giving you an out. I suggest you take it.
Just
All right.
as we planned.
Okay, did we plan for anything other than just wander around?
We might end up running into the Mafia. Be ready for anything.
Yeah, I'm not gonna, like, be able to... Yeah, no time for detours. I just want to buy some books, though.
Hello.
Fuck you. Hey, cops that aren't doing anything. Great. Anyways, how's everybody doing? Middle of the week? Anything fun, cool, exciting? I'm gonna sneeze. I felt it coming that time. We're good. Gets worse. I walk out and ask Jess if she'd side with me. She just left! Jess knows what's up. Oh!
Hey, aren't you interested in all the hottest brand names?
That guy's got a snakeskin briefcase.
We're having a special sale just over there. How about you go take a peek?
We ordered way too much, so I have a ton left over. My boss will kill me if I go back to him with all these extras. Look, I'll sell them to you for cheap. What do you say?
Yeah, this is a different scammy thing.
What should we do? It depends on the price, wouldn't you say?
God, what a pretentious voice.
Hey, what about you? These are unforgettable deals.
Is this guy not wearing a shirt? I'm not interested.
Well, that's disappointing. Come back if you change your mind.
Come on, the shop's right around here. How about you come take a look?
You guys are gonna get mugged.
Seems like some kind of sale. You probably shouldn't bother.
But it is interesting to pay attention to. Hello, man wearing hat. This is stupid. I can't just walk up to people like, hey, do you got work for me? That's gonna tip everybody off. Is this some kind of password? Are you waiting for a password? What am I fucking doing? Station. Okay. I forgot to start a timer for I hate all these options. It's too late now. Oh, fun fact, unless a mod did it for me, I forgot to pay out, which means that, because I don't think anybody picked the right answer last time, which means everybody just got the rupees back unless a mod did it for me. So, there you go. You're welcome. Alright, yeah, I don't think there's anything else here. Alright, you're there. The guy said station, which is gonna be back behind me, but I'm still just gonna, like, keep looking for any other things I can... Over here. There's a whole lot of nothing. Whole lot of nothing. I can't even go that way. Can't go that way. I think last week Carl got it right. Okay, well. I don't think I remembered to pay it out. And it won't let me now, so. Miss President's here. I walked past her at the station. Is she keeping an eye on us? Maybe. I guess she's curious about all this. Let's just ignore her if she's not getting in our way. She's gonna get in our way. How are things on you guys' end? At least so far, I'm gonna try staking out the underground walkway. Oh, I just went down here. But, oh no, yeah, it would be refunded. So it, like, because it didn't happen by the end of the stream, it killed it. So it went all back. So it was just one of those things I thought of earlier. And I was like, oh. And the reason I was like, I don't think it got paid out by anybody is because it shows the last prediction was a different one. So I was like, oh, I don't think it got resolved. Oopsies. Because I remember the yelling about, like, oh man, nobody hit it. So you all lucked out. I strongly dislike that,
Everyone's really going about this seriously. They're definitely worthy of being phantom thieves.
Stop saying that out loud! Yeah, me clicking out of the game kills all the audio, so I was like, oh, I'll just do it later, and then I didn't. Alright.
We can't fall behind either. Let's look for that.
I'm still bothered by the fact that, I think we were talking to somebody, and it seemed like they could understand the cat, or like, yo, yeah, it was the fucking detective guy. He was like, wasn't there somebody talking about pancakes? And Morgana was the only one who mentioned pancakes. So the fact that dude can understand the cat, I was like, he's been in the palaces, and I don't like that. Hey, someone who remembers, question. Persona 4, Adachi. What was his fucking arcana? I don't remember. Okay. Alright, Sassy. Oh god, I'm sorry you're just now driving home. The asshole arcana. I mean, yeah. Oh, there's a... Oh, it's Ryuji.
Well, that's not good.
Hey, buddy.
Yo.
Okay. Homeless guy underground near the construction area. Where's the fucking construction area? I'll go this way. No, this is up. Oh, maybe. Jester. Is that's not one. Transformed into hunger. That's also no. Now I feel like we're making like Taz balance jokes. I'm confused. Hey, can I talk to you? Well, she had a little bubble. Oh, you're here. Okay, great.
Hello?
Yeah, I mean, I doubt it too. I'm just running around. Where is fucking this construction? Balance is so good. Nothing else has been nearly as good. Either C was fine. No, I'm just going in circles now. About to start suffering. Oh my god, yes. I still need to, 11th Hour is out as a comic, a visual novel now. I need to get... I think I'm missing one of the other ones. I gotta, like, catch up on getting those. Oh, that's not what I wanted.
I can feel it.
Where's... That's the run button. Okay. Construction area.
Wow.
Fucking... Where am I going? Jess, have you listened to it before, or is this brand new for you? Where do I... Okay. Okay, there's more. Hey! The gesture are kind of like, that's not a thing, though. I don't think it's a thing. Listen to it a couple times. Okay, cool. Suffering Game is my fucking favorite. 11th Hour is very good. Suffering Game is my favorite. Ugh, God, I should do a re-listen. Oh, Joe's never listened before. Got it. All right. Nobody say anything. Nobody ruin this for Joe. Jess, I'm so jealous you get to experience Joe listening to Suffering Game for the first time. It's so good. He's the tower because you wanted to throw him off the tower. I mean, yeah. I'm looking for a part-time job. Yeah, does the homeless guy look like he's fucking got a job? Don't do it. They'll squeeze every last penny out of you with threats and extortion. Some of my friends have fallen victim to their schemes. The mafia is evil, I tell you. How do I meet them? I'll come to you eventually if you walk around this area around now. Just so you know who to avoid, I'll teach you how to tell them apart from normal people. Fuck yes! He's turning off because he wants to sleep, and I'm like, but wait! There's more! Oh, God. In this economy, the homeless guy is probably making $25 an hour full-time. I mean, yeah. Use some weird phrases. Code words. That's how they communicate with each other. Anyways, watch out if you hear any of that stuff. But you didn't tell me what any of them were! Ryuji is having a weird conversation right now. That's what we're gonna find out. Maybe a little? You've grasped something already, as to be expected of someone like you, of course. Why don't we just go over the intel we've gathered this far? Don't do it in text form! Stop having traceable communications! Jess just came into my office, info dump how excited she is. I'm excited for her. I'm excited for you. I listened to, to give a non-spoiler, explanation of how much I loved Suffering Game, is I was so, oh my god, I need to know all the things that happen, that I did Suffering Game to the end. And I think I listened to all of that over the course of a week. I was like, I have to know. I have to know. Go right now. And just fucking binged it because I couldn't stop. It's so good. Anyways. Back to this. Supposedly some guy near the access way was talking about some kind of strong drugs. I got a doctor for that. Oh, hold on, we're gonna lose audio for a second. Because I see a thing that is bothering me and I gotta fix it. Okay. Alright, strong drugs. Is okay. Is drugs! I'm not counting on anything, but I'll go check it out. Oh, good. Kanji's gonna end up on drugs. Ryuji, fuck! As for me, I heard about someone soliciting a high-paying job in the station plaza. Apparently, they're mostly targeting girls. I'll go see what that's about. Oh. On my end, I heard there were people saying strange things in the back alley near the arcade. Something about ice and vegetables, and something about snow tomorrow. Okay, well, those are code words. For sure. I will go observe, just in case. The arcade is on Central Street, correct?
All
yeah,
right.
okay.
We should do what we can to help them out.
Yeah, okay.
I have no idea which of these leads are real. Try going to the most suspicious sounding place.
The place talking about snow. Now, the problem is I gotta figure out how to get up there. He said behind the arcade, Central Street, I think. Oh, don't go to the high-paying job for girls only. Yeah, like, I'm not here to shame. If you really want to do that, like, fucking go for it. But, like, also, like, take a friend. Buddy system.
Come on, man.
Sorry.
Yeah, nothing over here. Video shoot for models by the train. Okay, great. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out where they are. Oh, God. Central Street. I can just warp. All right. You're here. Oh. Simply wondering where the arcade is. I'll be going now. Okay, you're a high school student, aren't you? Better not be looking for trouble. All kinds of shady activity happens at arcades. What are you talking about? It's nothing more than a place you go to play games. Yeah, okay. Well, yeah. Do I know where the arcade is? I do not. Let's... I'm trying to use my little mappy map. Okay. The arcade. Here. Arcade?
Hey.
Okay, no, what was it? It was just near the arcade? The alley by the arcade? What was it about the arcade? It was in my phone. I'll look at my phone. Back alley near the arcade. Alright. Well, I guess... I mean, that's kind of an alley near the arcade. None of these... Okay, great. That's... So maybe this one. Well, this is a back alley. Near the arcade. Oh! Hello, gentlemen! Okay. Where? Oh.
Hello.
There we go. Hi.
Have you made any progress toward finding the boss?
Don't have this conversation out in the open like this. Oh, we're gonna accidentally... I mean, we can't, though, because we don't have a name. Never mind. We can't accidentally palace. Shibuya's a big place.
Well, you aren't wrong about that.
Hey, you two got some time? I have a great job for you.
Oh, boy. Oh, God.
It's real easy. Guess you could call it a delivery job.
I was really good at those on Monday.
It seems we didn't have to look very hard in the end.
Don't say that! You're gonna scare him off if he knows we were looking for him!
You're high schoolers, yeah? Don't you want something more than just your allowances?
By delivery, do you mean that of suspicious materials?
Makoto, shut the fuck up.
You're a funny girl.
So, you won't answer me. Then I was right.
That's not okay. If you want us to track them down, you can't scare them away. Oh my god.
Huh?
Stop. Please don't recognize her.
What's up with you anyways? Why are you asking all these questions, huh?
Just fucking chill. Everybody chill.
It was all a joke. Why would I get worked up over some dumb kids?
Yeah, we fucked it up.
Anyways, I can't hang. See ya.
God damn it, Makoto.
If you don't want to deal with us, we could always go see your boss ourselves.
No, that's not how this works. Oh my god, you're so
Really
bad
gonna
at this.
say that knowing who he is?
I know who he is, but I need to make sure you know who he is.
No way I believe that. Well, I'm out of here. You guys are annoying me.
He does look like a baddie in a Pokemon game, you're absolutely right.
I'm pretty sure he's part of the mafia we're looking
Yeah, and we could have gotten more information if you hadn't been a fucking weirdo about it.
I think we should get some proof before we do that.
That doesn't, no. Do you want us to do it, or do you want to do it?
I tried to trick him into saying something.
No, you
but
didn't.
He dodged all the
None
traps
of that,
I was laying
because all the
down.
traps were bad. You did a bad job.
By the way, thanks for standing up for me. I'm going to go now.
Good! Please leave. Maybe we've got a chance then. Fucking hell.
That boss seems tricky.
It's not that tricky!
It looks like he taught his subordinates well, too.
No, she was just obvious as fuck.
No wonder the police are having trouble catching him.
No, I am actually very surprised. I mean, I guess that, you know, if... Yeah.
Anyway,
That's
you
not
have
why
some
they're having
serious
trouble.
Guts. You didn't back down at all against that hooligan.
Oh. Could that have gone different? if I didn't have... If I had a lower gut score? Could that have been different?
Didn't end up with any new information.
Yeah, because Makoto fucked it
Let's
up.
stop here for today.
Oh my god, I hate this. An's been kidnapped. Yeah, let's do it. Yeah, that's actually a good plan. Ooh, hustle hour. It's muscle. I don't know. Hustle hour sounds more appropriate for the karaoke place. Wait, is that wrong too? Yeah, I don't think it's muscle hour either. Yeah, muscle hour sounds like something Carl would be into. I'm sorry.
It's an unknown number.
Uh-oh! Oh, it's probably Makoto.
Hello, this is Nijima. Makoto, Nijima. Thanks for earlier.
Yeah, hey, how'd you get my number? Did you, like, get school records or something?
I dug it up.
Yeah, huh? There we go. Perfect.
I realize I'm apologizing after the fact, but...
Which, okay. As opposed to apologizing beforehand? That would be worse. Like, hey, I'm sorry for what I'm about to do. That actually might have been worse.
It just didn't feel right keeping it from you, so... That's all. Bye.
You talking to a woman? I heard her voice.
Yeah, I brought one over here too. Look, I got game. It's fine.
Speaking of, some girl called looking for you around noon. Said she's the class president.
Oh, fucking Christ. Around noon? It's a school day. We were at school.
Said she's got something that belongs to you.
Yeah, she does.
She seemed to know you, so I gave her your number.
Incredible. Sojiro, hey, like, don't do that.
She must have looked up LeBlanc's address trying to contact you. That Nijima sure is thorough.
It's not that hard to figure out, but, like, I really need to... Hey, pro tip, everybody. Never give out someone's contact information to anybody. Even if you're like, I'm pretty sure they know them, whatever. If there might be a reason they didn't give it to that particular individual. Don't be a Sojiro. Don't do it. Oh, shit, it's a James! Oh, excuse me. Goodness gracious. James, hello? Oh, shit. I forgot to unmute Discord. Okay, now they can hear you.
And that's why Vasile is the...
God damn it. Oh, yeah, no, Pathos, don't worry. I've just made eye contact with it. James.
Again?
I have something very important. Like, I kind of like a controversial opinion that I need to, like, get off my chest, and I wanted to wait till you were here.
Okay.
Orion's belt is
Uh-huh.
just a big waste of space.
Oh.
I'm sorry, I know that was a really bad joke, like 3 stars.
Oh! Oh my... Oh. Oh, there's layers. There's layers to it like an onion, and I'm crying, too. Oh. That was a good one. I have to admit that. That's a good one. I'm going to put it in my dad joke repertoire.
There you go. There you go. You're very welcome. Yeah, I did that to Jeff this weekend, and he knows what my I'm about to tell a bad joke face looks like, and so he was already prepared for it to be bad, and then I dropped the second bit, and he pushed me out of his office.
You know, normally I don't condone that kind of behavior. You know, can make an exception there.
God. Anyways, how are you today, sir?
Yeah, I am tired but good.
Yeah, tired seems to be going around. Oh, crossword!
Hey, hey!
Oh, that's like squirrel.
Oh, yeah, I'm pretty sure I just know what this one is.
You can do it. I believe in you.
I want to know what the other ones are. Mustachioed Surrealist? What is that fucking mean?
It's only 4 letters, too.
What is that? Paris Museum. I realize I don't know how to spell Louvre, but it's like Louvre. That sounds right.
Don't worry, it's completely unphonetic.
And then wall artwork. Print, maybe? No, it won't be that, because that would put a PRI, and that's not what's here. I don't know what the rest of these fucking are, but I'm pretty sure this has to be gallery. So I wish I knew what the other ones were, but it does not matter.
I'm pretty sure Amazon fits too, because that's where all of the classy people buy their art.
Oh, for sure, for sure. Gallery, got it.
Get that sweet, sweet knowledge note.
Hell yeah. It was raining again last night, so I went back to the bathhouse and passed out, but...
I'm not gonna lie, for a second I thought you were talking about Texas, and then when you got to bathhouse, I'm like, wait a minute, something's not tracking here.
All right.
I see. Nice.
Unless you've renamed the guest bathroom to, this is the bathhouse.
Should do that.
Let's do it.
Someone reminded me to save my game. Good fucking call.
I think you should, like, you can have Jeff 3D print a lovely sign that goes right above that bathroom that says, guest bathhouse, improves your charm. Maybe guts?
If I do, so Mally's gonna come stay at the house when we take our time off at the end of the month, and she's gonna come stay at the house to take care of the dogs for us. And I think if she showed up and without warning that was just over the bathroom, she's gonna be like, I'm not using this bathroom this entire week. I'm just not going in here.
Like, considering Mally, I feel like it's going to be one of the two extremes. It's either going to be, I'm just completely not going to use this bathroom, or it's, I guess that checks out.
Yeah.
Sure.
You know what? Fair. Also fair. James, I have another question for you. This one's not a joke. This is not. This is a legitimate question.
Okay. Well, I mean, all questions are legitimate, but go on.
What kind of peanut butter do you prefer, crunchy or chewy?
I prefer smooth.
Okay, good. That's a good answer.
Yeah. I am not gonna submit to a forced choice. I'll just tell you what kind of peanut butter I enjoy.
It happened in chat earlier where someone said chewy, like they meant smooth, but they just referred to it as chewy, and then we went down a rabbit hole describing like the secret third option of chewy peanut butter and what that would be.
Chewy peanut butter.
Yeah, I decided must be like if peanut butter had like a molasses consistency, that would be chewy peanut butter.
That would be very chewy.
Yeah.
Or like maybe like a hybrid between chunky, because chunky could be chewy, but
yeah, like I don't know.
Carl, you get out of here right now with that nonsense.
Yeah, no, that is also nonsense. Should I keep going to the bathhouse to keep upping my guts, or should I be doing some other shit?
I would either hang out. What is it, Thursday? I'd either hang out with Sojiro if you can level him up, or take advantage of the rainy bathhouse.
Okay. Okay, yeah, it will do this. So I feel like this is probably the better option then. Okay.
Yeah. Flash. Do I like cream cheese? I like flavored cream cheese on certain bagels. I also like using cream cheese in some recipes I do to make kind of like a cream sauce, especially if I'm making like a Mediterranean dish like a tabbouleh or couscous or shawarma. I'll do like a cream, like a water down some cream cheese, just a little bit, like maybe like a teaspoon of water and then some spices in there to put it on top of like the tabbouleh or shawarma to give it a little cooling effect if I go overboard on the spices.
Oh, yay, 2 music notes! No.
Thank you, Surrogate Daddy.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, no.
You know what? If it makes you feel better, I regretted it immediately after saying it.
That does make me feel a little bit better. I hate that the internet has ruined the word daddy, but I can't unruin it. It is permanently ruined.
Mm-hmm.
Carl, I draw the line there because what you're saying is just, you're saying nonsense, knowing it's nonsense, trying to get a reaction. You don't actually mean those things. That's why I'm drawing the line, is you're making a mockery of the conversations, and you're not having them in earnest. Anyways, back to beans.
Yeah, back to just slightly hard beans. I appreciate the questions that you've asked me because I actually legit have a question on my post-it note for you, Jen.
Okay, I'm ready.
Now, there is no wrong answer, so I don't want you to feel pressured or anything.
God.
If you're going to show someone the number 8, do you put up 5 fingers on one hand and 3 fingers on the other, or do you do 4 and 4, or do you do something else?
It actually, this is gonna sound like a weird answer. It kind of depends.
Okay, let me rephrase.
Okay.
If you're not counting to 8, and someone just if someone says what time is dinner, or what time what aisle is something, and you're gonna throw up your hands to indicate the number 8.
So what seems to depend for me, I feel like is not necessarily the context of the question. I think it's more the distance of the person.
Okay.
Because I think my default would be to do 5 and 3, but I know that from a distance, it's going to be easier to read 4 and 4. Because you get the wider finger spread, so it's okay, this is more clearly what's happening here. And once you're trying to count the separate things, you can see this is symmetrical, and you're like, okay, cool, I got 4, that must be 8. I feel like that's a quicker communication from that distance, but I think my default is the 3 and 5. But I'm so used to working in loud spaces like conventions where I'd be I would go to 4 and 4, try to communicate that over a distance.
Okay. Yeah, I was just curious. I don't have a pithy comeback of how dare you only do it that way. I was just genuinely curious because I had a moment where my Justin oldest daughter asked what time was bedtime, and I just put up 4 and 4 without thinking, and it was just one of those moments where I had to pause, record scratch, have I always done it this way? I feel like I haven't. It was just a weird go-to for whatever reason, and then I started questioning everything about my life.
Yeah, I think my default has been the 3 and 5, but after doing a lot of the work that I've done, I've kind of trained myself to do more of the 4 and 4 kind of thing. So I think when the muscle memory of my surrounding context kicks in, it's oh yeah, no, do it this way.
Gotcha. Well, I hope we all learned. I hope we learned a little bit about ourselves tonight, chat. No, I do get comments from Jamf, because when we're counting with the girls, just teaching them the numbers or counting in different languages. I'm a thumb counter. My thumb is always number 1. So if I have to put up the number 3, it's thumb, index, middle finger is my. Yeah.
No.
Yes.
Oh, I just you said counting on your fingers and I went 1, 2, and then you said thumb and I went, oh, and I'm looking at my hands and I was yeah, it's more logical that it just goes around rather than going 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna go back to my thumb. I get it, but also no.
So pathos, really funny because I've had people tell me that that's how Europeans count, and that totally makes sense because when I was very, very, very young, I pretty much stayed with my grandparents who were off the boat Italians while my parents worked. And we spoke Italian in the house, and guess how my grandfather would count? Very aggressively yank on his thumb when counting. I want you to, Jen, I want you to imagine, I don't want to say, upset Italian grandfather, but very, let's say, passionate Italian grandfather.
Enthusiastic.
Who, enthusiastically grips his thumb with his entire other hand to denote the number 1. and that's just what I grew up around.
Like, I was like, I get it, but also it's like if somebody was like, oh, if I was like, yeah, number 1, I'm not gonna give a thumbs up. You yeah, 1 point, finger, index finger, and to answer.
Believe me, that thumb was never up with my grandfather. Like, he would yank it down to 90 degrees.
Oh no. Anyways, that also hi Miss Music. That answers your question. Yes, this is number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh god. All right. Well, there was that. Here's the thing: is I thought you were gonna ask the other question that was on that I saw on your sticky note. That one was not. The 8 was not on the sticky note.
Yes, it was.
Oh,
sure was. It was number 2. It was my second bullet point.
Oh, maybe I just did not understand what that meant. Now I gotta look at what the fucking thing said. I gotta go look now. Oh yeah, I saw. Okay, I guess it was technically on there, but I was like, I don't know what that is, and I'm afraid to ask. Yeah, no, when we were with the lead-in, I thought it was gonna be the last thing on your sticky note.
No. I mean, we could talk about that if you want to.
When you were like, I have a question, and there's no wrong answer, I was like, oh fuck.
No, we'll save that for later.
Okay.
How's your drink coming? Maybe I'll wait till.
I am tiara-less tonight. I'm drinking the last of my Barrett's ginger beer.
Oh, we'll need to send more.
Yeah, I need to go back to the place where we got it the first time. We need a lot of things from there, and we just keep. It's like a kind of a pain in the ass to get to, so we just keep not going. But now I'm like out of rum and out of one of the syrups, and like Adam's like, all right, and I'm out of this ginger beer. I'm like, all right, fine, I'll fucking make a trip. So, I'll probably do that like on Friday or something.
I did that on Monday. I looked at my liquor cabinet and realized, oh, things are like, the bottles still have stuff in it, but they're like, maybe I have a drink left in each of my bottles. I'm like, ugh, I gotta fix that.
Yeah. Anyways, I'm still on the screen because I know that Carl has seen it. I just need to point out, so Jiro's saying, self-satisfaction is the only thing that keeps me going.
Well, don't judge, Whatever helps people.
I'm not judging. I'm just saying bold of him to just say it.
I mean, with the fedora he wears when he goes out,
That's true.
He's a pretty confident guy.
That's very true. All right. Well, here's a person.
That person is not wearing a fedora.
Are you also in with the mafia? Are we gonna accidentally solve your problems too? Shit. Oh, Carl, no!
Boo. Boo, I say, sir. Boo.
Miss Music is going back to lurking and learning more about D&D. What? Are you gonna play? Are you playing? What? Tell us more!
Music has just triggered something in both Jen and James.
Yes.
let me tell you about D&D. We can have a D&D AMA if you have any questions.
Oh my god, yes. So much.
If you also want to dabble in Pathfinder, I'm pretty good at Pathfinder too.
Starting a D&D group. Oh my god, I'm so excited for you!
You have to come up with a cool name for your group. I'm not making that up. Like, if you have like a cool name for your group, you're more likely to like keep going and persevering with difficult scheduling of friends.
Is that what did us in for Breach? We never came up with a party name?
Well, Jeff called the boat the Calamity, and I think that kind of poisoned the well a little bit.
Yeah, that's probably not great. Yeah, the first campaign I was in, the Callista campaign, we never had a group name. And that one kind of also ended a little bit unceremoniously. And both games that I've been running, neither group has come up with a name. Yeah, this is a pattern now. I'm noticing this.
Yeah, and to counter your pattern, the group that I've been playing with every Friday for about 11 years now, we all started off as RTX Guardians, so our group name has been the Guardians of, like, insert campaign here.
Nice.
So like the Guardians of Icewind Dale, the Guardians of the Nintir Vale, the Guardians of Trisindar. That's like how we name each of our campaigns. So it's stuck, and we've been playing just about every Friday for 11 years.
Wow. Yeah. Okay. This is noted. Need a group name, and it can't be the Calamity.
Don't be the Calamity.
What should I do? Fucking break a bottle and stab this man. Oh. boy. Well,
Not to put any pressure on you, there is only one correct answer.
I mean, here's the thing. Is like... This doesn't do any good because he said he'll just keep... This guy was just like, I'll just keep talking to you while you take your phone call. So this doesn't help. I have to walk all the way around the counter. I guess I just throw the dude out. But I'm afraid that... I mean, there has to be a right answer I can do regardless of my guts. We're gonna try it. Okay, well, I stalled long enough. That's fine. Social services. Uh-oh. Hey, perfect. Okay, great.
I'm not gonna lie. I've never chose that option. And I was curious to see what was gonna happen.
Nice. What did you think the right answer was?
Well, I always call his phone, so like his phone will ring, and then he just pretends like he sees it's you and just pretends it's whatever the call he was laughing about.
I thought about that, but I didn't know if he'd look at it as because he is so brusque. I thought he'd look at it and be like, "Why the fuck are you calling me?" Like I thought legitimately that's what would happen, or he would just be like, the guy would just stick around. Okay.
Oh, Jen and chat. You are in for a rare treat. Justin oldest daughter is coming downstairs, and just a youngest daughter
Ooh,
is too. And
twofer.
Jam.
Oh my god.
The whole family is here.
Oh, everybody. Oh, I hope the mic works.
I'm gonna unplug my headphones.
Okay.
All right. Would you like to say hello to everyone? Here, try talking in a low voice like that. Can you do that? Still nothing?
Nothing.
Oh no! Is your voice just too sweet for? I think her voice is just too sweet for your stream.
That must be it. I did hear the very fringes of some kind of noise that definitely tells me it's a blowing out the mic problem.
You want to say hello?
Hi.
That was just a youngest daughter.
Yeah.
How about you? You want to try? Something about your voice that just makes it very difficult. I think it's just too pure and innocent for me. Jamf.
Hey.
Jamf, no problem.
Yeah, super easy peasy. Are we all getting ready for bed? Oh, I heard that.
We are all getting ready for bed. You want to tell Internet Aunt Jen a joke? Oh, she loves jokes.
Oh yeah.
Slowly and clearly, okay?
Why did the tooth fairy need to fix a wand?
Why did the tooth fairy need to fix her wand? I don't know.
Toothpaste.
She fixed it with toothpaste.
Toothpaste. That's very good.
Yeah.
That was one of her better ones. I am very proud of her.
Oh, that was very good. Thank you for sharing.
Yes.
Oh, do you want to say hello to Internet Aunt Jen? Oh, the monkey is saying hello. And,
Hi, monkey.
And Tigger the tiger is saying hello.
Hi, Tigger.
Okay, can everyone say goodnight to Internet Aunt Jen?
Good night.
Okay. Can you say goodnight?
Good night.
Good night, sweetie.
Jamf, can you say goodnight? Jamf. No, that's not what we practiced.
Jamf is a Pokemon now.
You're Pokemon now. You just say your name.
Oh,
yeah.
So perfect.
Is that a question? Good night, girls. I love you. Thank you for being so sweet to the internet.
That was so good. Oh.
And we're clear.
Yay.
One of these days, we'll figure out why the mic is only very selective with whom it deals with.
Yeah, I don't. It's weird, but yeah, there was a little bit where it's like, oh, I can hear the microphone trying and the noise gate kicking, or like the gain gate kicking in and being like, nope. So
Nope.
we're not doing that. I also wonder if it might be a Discord setting. So
You know what? It might be a Discord setting.
so I'll fuck around with that in a bit.
It also might be on my end too. I
Oh,
should
yeah.
probably.
Let me rephrase that. I feel like it's probably a Discord setting on your side, but I haven't dug that closely into them in a while. So when I said I would fuck around with it, I mean I would dig into seeing if I could figure out what setting it might be and where it might be hiding.
Gotcha.
So we can make it a group project to resolve it.
I like group projects, despite what my nerd background would indicate of high school, elementary school, most of college, and
Yeah, I hated group projects in school, and I always hated the explanation too of like, well, you know, you're gonna have to like work with your coworkers and whatnot. You don't get to choose who your coworkers are. I was like, that's true. My coworkers will also have financial incentive to do their shit. Like.
I learned a lot about myself through group projects, especially in college. And the thing that I learned is that I had no problem throwing my group mates under the bus to my professor if they didn't help. Yeah. I had no qualms whatsoever.
Yeah, I had like, there were two big group projects that I very distinctly remember that had two very different professors heading them. And one of the classes, and they were both education classes, and one of them was like, hey, there's this big project you do over the course of the whole semester with this group and whatever. You've just been assigned people out of the class roster, and that's your group. No, we will not be changing the group. However, there is a weekly check-in with the professor where there was like a little like survey thing you filled out and be like, hey, like, here's what's happened in the group, and like that was straight up the way to be like, this person's not pulling their weight or whatever. And so there was like an accountability thing that was also like, it wasn't like anonymous, like the teacher knew who was who, but they'd just be like, hey, like, you know, some of like, if everyone in the group was like, this person's not doing it, it'd be like, cool. Like, no one had to be the one to be like, I'll say it and hope everyone else backs me up. It was like, if it was only you and only 1 week, it would go unnoticed, and they'd just be like, okay, things happen, whatever. But they actually like kept track of that shit. So that way grades could like reflect things and whatever. If it was like, if you got to the end, it's like, cool, we're missing a quarter of our project. Well, I also have on all these logs that like this person wasn't doing anything. So like, yeah, that makes sense. And then I had another education class where there was a big old group project, and the teacher was just like, hey, like, up to you to figure it out. Somebody in your group not pulling your weight is no excuse for it to not be fully done, because the thing needs to happen. So you all work it out amongst yourselves. And you can complain to me, but I will literally not do anything about it.
Nice.
I was
That's
like, fuck this teacher. That sucked ass.
Yeah. The one professor I had, it was a business management class, and he was a product of not West Point Military Academy, I think, Citadel. So he's a product of Citadel and served some time in the armed forces. And he was notorious in our business school for literally making people cry during group presentations because it's just like unrelenting in like questioning. But he was the professor that I and another group mate of mine ratted out two of our group members. And at first we felt kind of bad, but we were just so upset because it was one of those situations where it was 2 weeks before the project was due, and we all collectively agreed that we would meet at like 9:30 in like kind of like in the business school on Saturday to work on our project. We all agreed. We all have our cell phone numbers. Facebook was a thing now at this point, so easier to communicate. Myself and the other student showed up, but two of them didn't. We waited for a while, and then we texted them like, hey, aren't you guys meeting us? And they texted back, goes, oh, sorry, we got Ohio State tickets. We're in Columbus right now.
Oh, fuck that.
Yeah, so we're like, okay, neat. And I think it actually worked out better because they were kind of dead weight anyway, and just less cooks in the kitchen. So my friend and I, we just knocked the project out. But we told our professor. But being a product of a military academy, he's very big into like demerits and like ratting out your fellow students if they're not if they're not pulling their weight.
Incredible.
So she and I, we got a 120% on our project because we got the extra 20% that would have gone to the other two people.
Oh, incredible.
So yeah, so our average was like, it was like a super 4.0 at the end of that class. But I was like, oh, that's really cool. That's really cool of you that we got to take their grade from
That's
it.
incredible.
I also think because of that, because quote unquote had the courage to stand up to our peers, he didn't make us cry when we did our group presentation.
Oh.
He was very lax with his questions, but it's also, and I know I've told this story during Persona 4, but this is also the same class where I deliberately coached other people in the class to ask specific questions, because if they filled up the Q&A time, he wouldn't ask questions.
Yeah.
So I had like little 5x3 post-it, 5x3 note cards of like, hey Adam, ask me these two questions, and like Steve, ask me these two questions, and ask me these two questions. And so I'm already prepared for them, and we filled up just about all of the Q&A time, and he only asked like one kind of like softball question. I'm like, yes, it worked.
Perfect.
So like if anyone in chat is still in college or high school and you have to do group presentations, 100% like plan ahead and do feeder questions to your friends to get easy softball Q&A questions.
My, what murky weather we're having.
I hate this
Hey,
man.
Robbie. Hey, Robbie.
Here's my problem.
What's your problem?
With Akechi here. Is he's trying to play like the, oh yay, justice, do what's right, like, and like friendly demeanor thing. He's trying to do that. So I'm getting the Adachi vibes. But like, my problem is that I'm convinced this dude is going to be a problem. Not the way Makoto's being a problem. Makoto's being a problem in the way that I'm like, she's gonna end up joining the party. He's a problem like Adachi's a problem, or like Delivery Guy was a problem. But I have a hard time with that. There's some cognitive dissonance happening because the idea of Robbie Daymond being a bad guy also is just incompatible in my head. That's the problem I'm having right now. I'm like, oh,
okay,
Robbie!
well.
But I'm like, no, and I think part of it is the eyes. I was like, fucking that lawyer chick, it's the same eyes. Makoto's the eyes. All problems, all bad. And I was like, of the three of them, I was like, they can't all turn out to be good. So, like, I've already decided Makoto's gonna be fine. So this dude is a problem. With his lack of lips. But now we got Robbie in the mix.
So, I'll just write this down. I'm just going to write a little note, super important note, and we'll just take a note of that. But I am going to say, I am a big fan of all of the Justice Arcana throughout all of Persona.
Who was Justice?
They're all
in 4.
Nanako.
Nanako.
Little Nanako was.
Jesus. All right.
Yeah.
I have to ask you a question. You say what you're going to say, then I'm going to ask you a question.
I was going to say, and then Justice in Persona 3 was the character who I had the protagonist romance in Persona 3. So
beautiful.
I'm a little biased. And then Vasile is Justice, and I love Vasile.
I'm gonna move on from that. Hey, Persona 4.
Persona 4.
What Arcana was Adachi?
He was the jester.
Shit. Really?
So he was the mirror of the protagonist. So if the protagonist was the fool, he was the jester until it shattered, like you uncovered him and then he became Lust.
Okay, Lust makes more sense. I asked, this came up earlier, because we were having a very similar kind of conversation, and the chat was like, and someone in the chat was like, he was Jester, and I was like, I don't feel like Jester's an Arcana. I think you're fucking with me. So now that you said it, now I apologize, chat.
It's not. It is not a like official one, but it's like
Okay, maybe
not
that's
official
why.
like in the French way, but it's like you like in Persona 5 you have the counselor and you have Faith, which are like counselor is the Italian version of the magician. So like the same descriptions that you would give the magician in the order of tarot, you would do the counselor. So if you're playing with an Italian deck, it would be the counselor and not the magician.
Okay.
So so in a way, like Jester and the Fool are like foils to one another. Like depending on like what language deck you're using, it could be translated as Jester. And that was the whole idea that like Adachi's persona was the corrupted version of the protagonist persona because he was the foil to your protagonist character.
Okay. I was just hung up on, I was like, Jester's not a fucking Arcana. Like, that's what was killing me. I was like, I'm pretty sure.
Lust is that. Lust is.
Yeah. I was like, there was just so many. Yeah, I mean, there's that. But I was like, not like I'm like super familiar with a lot of the Arcana, but I was like, but I've seen enough tarot decks when I was like, I don't remember that being in there. Anyways.
I mean, it's also like to kind of translate like the way that you go from tarot decks to like the standard 52 card decks that we have today. The Jokers were the Fool or the Jester, and that's how we got to having those. And in fact, most decks have two. They have two Jokers in the deck. So you had Adachi and Protagonist were the two Joker characters.
What kind of target will they choose?
Anyway, thank you for coming to my tarot AMA.
The Phantom
Banana coming in with a very strong comma.
Is that really true?
Somehow that's Boo's fault.
Supposing
it was a tactical keystroke.
How do they choose who to go after? Oh, sorry. I'm getting lost in my own head. I have to stay on top of any Phantom Thieves' activity due to what I said on the air. If you hear any rumors at school, I hope you can let me know.
I will not.
Sure. I will nod to end this conversation.
Aw, for real? We didn't get anything?
I'm hearing a lot of suspicious thudding. I'm gonna go see what's happening real quick.
Okay. Hey, chat. How's everyone doing tonight while Jen is investigating stuff? I hope everyone had a good spring break if you celebrate spring breaks. And yeah, it was fun talking about tarot. Please bring all of your tarot or D&D questions or Pathfinder 2 questions. I think the only D&D we don't talk about is 4. Like, we just pretend D&D 4th edition it just never happened. It's fine. Joe, dreaming of memeing. Ashley, Boo is dreaming of memeing. I like the rhyme of that. It sounds like it should be a song, like on Now That's What I Call Music 93. Are they on 93, 94? I don't know. I still know they make those albums. Carl, I get some pollen filter screen material tomorrow. I don't know about you, Carl. The pollen in the Middle Tennessee right now is awful. We haven't had any rain or wind to speak of for a while, so there's just accumulation of pollen, and I'm not normally one to have allergies, but I am suffering a slow and painful death right now. So if I sound a little raspy, it's because of the wonderful pollen in the air.
I had to take my headset off while I was investigating what the fuck was happening, and I put it back on just in time to hear I'm suffering a slow and painful death, so I don't know what I've missed.
It's nothing you need to concern yourself with yet.
I was like, I went to go investigate one concerning thing, and now I come back to a different concerning thing.
Flash, yes, I have read A Song of Ice and Fire multiple times. Also trying to get a Lord of the Rings friend to read it. Yeah, I think they would like it. It's a lot grittier and more realistic to medieval history than like the high fantasy of Lord of the Rings. But yeah, I still enjoy it. I put it more in like the Witcher universe in terms of grit. But still, Song of Ice and Fire is very low fantasy, given the fact that, which is weird, given like how much dragon centric it is. Anyway, welcome back. I hope everything's okay, Jen.
Yeah, Jeff just decided it was a really good time to just start breaking down a bunch of big boxes.
Oh, okay.
Apparently
That sounds like a very
yeah.
It's a very Jeff thing to do.
It truly is, and apparently he was doing it like you've been in our house, so you know how it's kind of laid out, and where his Lego room is in relation to my room. So he brought them out of his room, but did not take them into the bigger open area, and was just doing it in front of my door.
Oh, lovely.
So that's why it sounded so loud and suspicious. Anyways, we're fine now.
God, they suck.
I think, did we end up I feel like we ended up at a karaoke place in Persona 4 toward, like, not towards, like, the end of the game, but pretty late into it.
Yeah, in spring break.
Yeah.
And you got to play the Wonderful Kings game, which is just held up on such a high pedestal in the Persona community that just people will never, ever forget about.
I am scared being here right now.
No, I'm sure it's fine. Flash, yes, I have read all the supplementary lore material because, as many of you know, or I know Jen at least knows, I don't half-ass anything when it comes to fantasy. Like, I go all in. Like, that's why I read Lord of the Rings, reread it every summer, and all the supplementary material. Like, once I'm enthused with something, I dig into it, and tear it up, looking for every little scrap of lore there is.
You mean change our target?
Just gotta show our justice to satisfy her, right? There are tons
That's
of
what
shitty
the kids
adults
call
in
it
this
these days.
world.
Show
Not
off their
like it matters who
justice.
we're going after. She says this is for the students, but I bet it's just so she can go brag about it on college apps.
But that mafia's stealing money from kids. We can't just accept that. It doesn't matter who the target came from anymore.
An's right. We want to give courage to the weak. Isn't this the perfect target to accomplish that goal? They really have no talent.
Never thought it'd be this noisy if you weren't singing. Anyways, I'm sure we'll shut a catchy up if we pull this off, but...
I don't know why. You're the only one worried about. Oh, let me rephrase this. You're the only character sitting on this couch worried about him. Jen, I'm not worried about him shutting up. I'm worried just about him in general. So.
Maybe Ryuji's just projecting. It's like he's having uncomfortable thoughts about Akechi, and it's like, no. Like I'd never.
like this is how, like, fanfics are born. Right here is.
Yep.
He's got an obsession. I'm sure the internet's just filthy with those fanfics. That's got to be a thing.
You probably don't want to know, Jen.
No,
you really don't.
Here's the thing: is like I already know, like in my heart, like any two characters I could pick out of this, absolutely, there's got to be, yeah.
Like all those memes that I post to Twitter every week. I mean, they come from somewhere, and I see things. when I look for those memes, and they change you.
That's exactly why we should do it.
It all comes down to intel in the end. If we don't start finding tips on that front, we'll never get any further than this.
There has to be someone who has what we need.
Someone think for me.
That's a very reasonable answer.
But who could that be?
Yeah, no way we just happen to know someone who'd...
Yeah, no, and we do, and they're gonna show up right now.
Wait, that journalist.
Oh, well, not show up. They're verbally showing up.
Yeah, they're referenced. I mean, Carl, that is one thing you would use a safe search for.
You mean the woman who was staking out Madarame's house?
Oh yeah, I completely forgot about
His
her.
look at Ryuji's eyes right now. Not in like the close-up little like split thing, but like his character model in the background.
Yeah, it's a small detail. They didn't have to do that, but they did it, and I appreciate that they did.
This is very specifically Kippura from Skyward Sword, Zelda's dad.
Yeah.
His eyes were like that insanely like overly wide. And that is exactly what this look is.
Now, I kind of want Ryuji to turn into an owl now and like turn just like wait for me out of Karaki Forest and like, ooh, you're gonna go Hyrule Field. Ooh, would you like to hear all of this again? And you hit yes on accident, and you gotta listen to all of it again. And
I'm not gonna make you repeat it. The way you just said that forest name,
I know.
I died.
Yeah, that's fun. I told you, dying a slow, painful death,
Yeah.
and now you got involved.
Uh,
Jen, how do you pronounce it?
Well, if you're talking about like everything's got a slightly different name in all these different places, but it's Kokiri Forest if you're talking about like the Ocarina of Time, like normal one.
Oh, Kokiri.
Yeah.
That's that was an old man mistake on my part. I apologize.
At
everyone.
first, I thought you were trying to say Kakariko for the village, and I think you just smushed those two together. I think is what happened.
I think you're right. I think that's exactly what happened in my tired old man brain.
Didn't she give you her card?
Oh yeah, she did do that.
She gave you her calling card.
This is for a rather major publication.
Oh, good, great.
Think we can trust her?
No, but we don't have a lot of other choices right now, so.
Ooh, someone in the press, Ryuji. Why don't you just keep shouting loudly
Yeah,
at her?
yeah. Jesus, right? God, we're gonna accident. Oh my God! We're gonna tell the journalist entirely about the Phantom Thieves because Ryuji can't keep his mouth shut. This is gonna be so bad. We can trust her more than we can trust you, but as soon as you say anything, we're fucked. Oh my God.
There's no other way.
You don't get to have an opinion, you're a cat.
Remember that famous line from Persona 4? Only people have human rights.
Oh, man. We're just like calling her on speakerphone in a karaoke place?
Oh, yes. Thank you.
Oh.
He says our time's up. Should we extend
I
it?
thought that the card I had been given had a fake number on it and it called the phone in this room because of the timing.
That's great. That's a great fake phone number.
That would have been incredible. Or like this is where she hangs out to like get scoops, like, you know, in a casual setting that they can have a private chat.
A terrible karaoke bar. What perfect cover.
Oh my God. That would be so funny.
I'm not a super huge fan of karaoke. I've been a few times, but I feel like you know, you need to have like a certain level of terribleness for like everyone to appreciate it.
Everybody drink water.
Oh, drinking. The problem with Nashville though is that you go to a karaoke bar with your friends and like 3 acts, and then you're up after the next group, and like yeah, they're kind of bad, but like in that you know, they're just having a good time, and then you have that like frustrated person who wants to make it and they like just kill it, and you're like, well, I don't want to follow up with that. That person has dreams and they're trying.
I don't like karaoke. I don't really like enjoy going and watching, and then there's always the pressure to participate, and it's like, and I don't have any interest in doing that. I just straight up don't. At this point, I have gone and done karaoke exactly once because it was for someone's birthday and I was desperate for human interaction because it was after I had moved here but before Jeff had come down, and I had just been working 12-hour days for 5 months straight, And I was like, I need to do something that's not seeing the people in the production office. And so a friend was like, it's my birthday, you should come. And I went, great. She's like, it's karaoke. And I was like, I will not karaoke, but I will go. And so they'd already been like going for a little while by the time I was able to get over there. So I got there. I had worked a full production day. I was very tired, and despite how much water I had been drinking, was still dehydrated. So the fact that I had a daiquiri fucked me right up. And I ended up doing a karaoke song. So to this day, I've done karaoke exactly once, and it was I'm on a boat.
Nice. Yeah, I think it's a great song for a one and only karaoke.
It really was. I've been told I fucking killed it. So
nice.
That's my streak for karaoke at this point.
Happy hour's over, yeah? Come on, let's just go.
How wasteful.
How wasteful? What just fucking happened to you?
Anyways, guess we just gotta wait for that journalist to email us back.
Oh, did he slam his drink? That's what was wasteful? That none of the drinks... Oh my god.
Yeah. He's a poor, starving artist. He needs to take advantage anywhere he can.
Oh, boy.
That evening, it's still raining.
Hope you're not sticking your nose in other people's business. You just, like, thanked me for doing that last night. Jesus.
Hey, boss, you're sending me mixed messages.
Alright, there's no crossword. It's still raining. Hey, how about you? I don't think it's probably gonna... Yeah, it's not gonna happen. No, decline.
Next time, then.
Okay.
Reject.
So, bathhouse?
Yeah, go for it. Get your guts up that doesn't involve hamburgers.
Exactly.
What do you want to do?
The amount of money I've spent on bathhouse in the month of June is pretty intense.
Are you saying your credit card company would call you? It's like, hey, this is a little unusual. Is everything okay?
Probably, especially considering the first like 2 months I was here, I did not go at all, and then all of a sudden it's like every night this week. Like that is suspicious.
Well, on average, it will be a fair number spread out.
Come on.
Hey.
Think of this as training for eating the burger.
Oh shit.
Makoto.
Oh, it's not voiced.
Okay, it started like it was gonna be voiced.
Yeah.
They're asking if you've made any lifestyle changes recently. What the fuck? What does that mean? Like, I'm constantly in the principal's office because he's a scared little bitch boy, but, like, that's... Is there some kind of issue at school? I mean, like, yeah, how do you tell... How do you, even ignoring the lawyerness of this, how do you be like, yeah, so my principal asked me to investigate the mafia. How do you have that conversation with somebody?
Hey, sis, you work with the police. Do you happen to know any people in the mafia who sell drugs? I'm looking to score some drugs.
God. It's not... I feel like you should tell her that your principal has asked you to do... I do feel like, actually, with the lawyerness, be like, hey, she could get him off your back because, like, there's literally no reason he should be involved in this either. And so I feel like that should set up flags for her. Use your words. Have a conversation, please.
If I had a nickel every time I say that on a daily basis in this house, I could pay for both girls' college.
Uh-oh.
Hey.
Pathos, yes, I would consider that count as karaoke.
If it was in front of if it was in front of more people than who would be playing it, I think it counts. I don't think it counts as karaoke when it's like Rock Band up 4 players. If it's just the 4 of you, I don't think that is karaoke.
That's just a jam. That's just a jam session.
Yeah, that's just fucking chilling. I heard stories of girls your age throwing their lives away out there. are what? Okay, what are you hearing? Oh,
Is this how older sister's gonna have the talk with?
Oh my god! Oh, this is getting worse. Okay, yeah, they're not. I mean, we know it's not just rumors, but like, how was I supposed to classify? Just like, yeah, people talk about it at school. Like, it meant the same thing. You understand that? I don't know why it's bothering me that Makoto's barefoot and we can see her feet. I don't know why that's bothering me right now. It's probably because, like, from this distance, the fact that I can see individual toes, like, that's just, something about it is just weird. Like, why is she not wearing socks or house shoes or literally anything?
Your streamer is showing. Like, that's a no-no on stream.
You put your feet on stream for free, Makoto? God.
She is one of these girls just throwing her lives away out there.
Yeah, just concentrate on your studies. Definitely don't investigate the mob like your fucking principal told you to.
But back to, Pathos talking about Rock Band.
It's my birthday!
Happy birthday!
What was the towel-y voice?
I was going for, I wasn't going for Tally, I was going for more of, the Frosty the Snowman, because he always says happy birthday when the hat lands on him.
Okay.
But yeah, I guess that did kind of sound like Tally. But yeah, Pathos talking about Rock Band. Some very good memories I have with Rock Band. When I was in grad school, there was an apartment building that our grad school owned that they specifically had reserved for grad student housing. And we had Rock Band in our apartment that had 5 total grad students per apartment. And let me tell you, it's not a very high bar to be the most popular grad students in the grad student housing, but we were the apartment. We were the social gathering, the most social grad students, and you could tell we were the most social grad students because we looked at someone else's shoes and not our own. But yeah, we would always just have people over playing Rock Band every weekend, and it was fun. It was fun being the king of the nerds in that apartment building.
Nice. Hi, Kayla. All right, it sounds like this cutscene is
sorry, I will be quiet.
You said you would keep it a secret, but rumors have started getting out. Wait.
I have crabs.
You didn't leak that information, did you?
Ginger beer's not a good thing to choke on.
Sorry.
Everything burns.
It burns so good. Ferrets. It burns everything.
I was really glad you didn't go. You made a crabs joke, and I said it burns, and you could have taken that and run with it, and I appreciate you not.
I have been known to show some restraint occasionally.
Calm down. They're still targeting you?
Even that delinquent found out. He might try and threaten me too.
This guy here.
Yeah.
Why is this happening to me? I can't afford to keep paying.
I found some clues regarding your incident. I just need you to wait a bit longer.
You're really gonna help? Everyone thinks you're just doing it for a letter of recommendation.
I mean, those two things are not mutually exclusive.
That's also not a great way to endear yourself to the person who's trying to help you out.
Yeah, exactly.
That is not true. My goal here is to protect the students of this school.
Please hurry.
Well then.
Bing bong. Your friend's going pee-pee.
Yep. There was a moment while you were telling your Rock Band story that there was an text exchange happening where I really like Ryuji is freaking out and is like, we only have 2 weeks. And Mercer, because I can't remember his name right now, Mercer pops up and is like, actually it's 10 days. And that fucking killed me. And I was like, that's incredible and I love this.
Also a very Mercer move.
Right?
I could just imagine the Critical Role people all talking. It's like, okay, we got a week to do this, and he just kind of leans in and goes, 5 days.
I'm pretty sure that happened repeatedly as they were approaching the solstice.
Yes.
Alright, so we got a victim's name. Wait, was it a victim or was it an actual person? I don't know anymore. Okay. Oh, no, okay, he's actually a part of... Oh, the burglaries. Got it. Okay, great. Just another thing.
Another to-do list in mementos.
Great.
Which will wait. It will wait. It's not procrastination. You're just being extremely efficient with your time.
Yeah, that's exactly it. Shouldn't you tell the others about the target? No. What do you mean should I tell the others? We were all just on the text chain. What are you fucking talking about?
Well, he doesn't. He was in your bag. He couldn't read it.
God, oh god.
Yes, Carl is right. The good old Applebee's solstice.
Okay, there's a lot of fucking things on my phone.
Ooh. Oh, you should go hang out with Yusuke. Hang out with Matt Mercer today.
Hang out with Mercer?
Yeah.
All right. I will do that. Oh, he's watching people. That's not weird. Yeah, let's go see him. I need to share a story about Jeff. It highlights so much of what I love about him. So this weekend was Easter, right?
It was Easter, yes.
Easter was on Sunday, and James, you know that a lot of my mornings at this point, I start my day, I make breakfast, I make an omelet.
You do?
So, day before Easter, like, we had been out running some errands, and we're like, oh, we should stop by the grocery store and pick up a couple things, including, I was like, I'm almost out of eggs. I was like, I think our container currently has, like, 1 in it, maybe 2, is like, we should get some more eggs. So I know there's some left in the fridge, and I know we just got a brand new one. So Sunday morning, I get up, I go to the fridge, I open it, and Jeff is in the kitchen. He has just gotten back from a run. He's like drinking water and whatnot. And I go to the fridge, and the eggs are gone. I see no egg containers. And I'm like, they're always in the same place in the fridge. This doesn't make any sense. So I'm like, okay, well, maybe like I went crazy. Like maybe I put them like one shelf down. I was like, no, they're not there. I was like, and they can't be on the one shelf up. Like there's no room up there. And I'm like looking at it. And I turn and I look at Jeff and I go, am I insane? I feel like we just bought eggs and I do not see them. And he looks at me and goes, oh, are the eggs missing? Do you think you might need to hunt for them?
Oh.
Fucker for Easter hid the eggs. And like there's only so much hiding he could do because they're regular ass eggs, so they like needed to still be refrigerated.
That is awesome.
But it was fucking great. So he had hit like one of the things, like there's a drawer at the bottom that I think is supposed to be for like, I think it's one of the crisper drawers, but we don't ever have like that much vegetables. So like we've just got like a bunch of like cans of like beer and meat and like whatever is in there. And so he had just tucked it into that. And then the other one he had just like tucked like way back, like on top of some things at the very back. And at a lower shelf, so you had to like actually get down to be able to see it. But it was so funny that he thought to do that. He was like, I was so afraid you were gonna try to go make breakfast while I was on my run and I was gonna miss this happening.
Nice. So I thought the way the story was gonna go is that he made breakfast for you. And this is infinitely better than that.
No, you thought it was gonna be a sweet story. No, he pranked me by hiding my eggs. It was fucking great, though.
You know, it was around Easter when I proposed to Jamf, because Easter is one of her favorite holidays, and I sent her on an Easter egg hunt. And at the end of it, we joked that at the end of it, she found carrots.
Okay. Very funny.
Like,
I got it.
Yeah, yeah. So, yeah, that Easter egg hunt ended with an engagement ring.
Incredible. I love that. Oh, I should have been paying attention to what he was talking about. What should I paint to capture the contents of the heart? A dream world. There. Yeah, let's do that. Sure. No, that was an option, and I didn't pick that one.
That's all right. Yeah, don't worry. You have the illusion of choice,
Yeah,
Jen.
fucking goddamn it.
Yeah, this guy's right. Mementos. I didn't say that. Yeah, this guy's right.
Okay.
Let us make no what? No what?
It is okay.
No, it's not okay.
Oh.
Also, like, we were only in here once, but it was kind of like creepy and weird. And there's a cat that turns into a bus. I don't think you should be painting this. And, like, I imagine it gets creepier the further down we go. We have literally not been back here since that first time. So, I don't like that you've taken this idea that I said that you should paint this, because I don't know what that means fully.
It's gonna be wild. Like, maybe that's what, oh, who did the, like, melting clocks?
Oh. Shit. That guy. You know.
That guy. Yeah, maybe he went to Mementos. He's like, yes, melting clocks. Dolly, thank you, Carl.
There we go. Oh, Liz has been playing D&D and just popped in with an all capital letters, guys. So, that's not...
Died.
Yeah. It's like, there's a lot of ways this could go. That mustachioed surrealist, was that the fuck? That was the crossword!
Oh, it's come full circle! Banana, you brought it full circle.
Fucking incredible.
You know how hard it is to say ass-axe out loud? Like, I know you can write it. Like, I know it's easy to write. Very difficult to say out loud. Ass-axe. Basic ass-axe.
Double nat 20s. Hell yeah.
Basic ass-axe. Oh, that's tough. Oh.
I feel like you set yourself up for failure the first time you tried to do it, where you just said ass axe. Like, that's hard. Where you're just like, oh, with a basic ass axe, I feel like the way you would put emphasis on the words helps give separation when it's in the context of the full sentence.
Yeah.
But that's just me. Anyways, congratulations, Liz.
You know what? It's kind of like gambling in Vegas, and like you have like a really good night. You're going to be chasing that 71 points of damage in a single turn for the rest of your career, and it's never going to happen again. I'm just glad you got to use your D12s.
Yeah, God, those don't ever get used. I don't know if I have a single spell as Gwen that uses D12s.
That's what you need. That's why you need to take one level of Barbarian. Just one.
I thought about at one point taking 2 levels of Fighter so I could get fucking Action Surge. But I was like, that's a lot to commit to, like, lose an entire set of spell slots just so I can Action Surge. So I was like, probably
who wants ninth level spells anyway?
All right.
Yeah, Gwen can wield a great axe. That's a D12.
Yeah. Let's do that. Hey, what's the bare minimum strength needed for a fucking great axe? I feel like it's got a strength requirement.
Might be 12.
I gotta look. I don't remember Gwen's strength score. It can't be good, but, like, I gotta look now. Yeah, it's a 10.
With the strength score or the requirement to wield a great axe?
Oh, my score is a 10. I have no idea what the requirement is. My DM was like, please don't let her crit on a 19 again, but immediately DM me how to get crits on 19s. Perfect. Okay, so it's good to know this is the game where Gamma is a fellow player and can help you scheme.
Mm-hmm. Liz, you'll appreciate this. Several years ago, I was in a Pathfinder campaign, and one of my favorite characters was a rogue, and I specifically built him to be all about criticals. So you can get feats in Pathfinder that double the range, your critical range. So in Pathfinder First Edition, a rapier has a critical range of 18 through 20. So it does just a basic D6, but the trade-off is that it has a much wider crit range than, say, like a short sword, long sword, etc. So then, like, you get some feat investments, and then you can do, it's called, like, Keen Weapon, and that doubles the effective range, the effective critical range. So by, like, level 6, my rogue could crit on a 15 through 20, and, you know, statistically, that's 1 in 4 attacks, and it'd come up pretty often, and just to do sick amounts of damage, just, like, at very not so random times, and I love that character so much.
Do I need to get one of these dudes?
No, you.
Oh, we're getting dots. I can't even do it anyways. Never mind. I forgot that.
Yeah, that rogue also had an ability that was called Weapon Feint as another feat. So Pathfinder is very feat heavy, and I realize what that sounds like when I say it on the internet. FEAT, and one of the things was called you could intimidate a character with a weapon you have weapon specialization in, and it's called Dazzling Display, and it's basically like your sleight of hand check, or no, it could either be sleight of hand or performance, and if they beat a contrasting if they don't beat with their perception, you make them flat-footed, which means you get, in 5th edition terms, you basically get advantage on that attack, and they don't get their dex bonus to their AC, so they're easier to hit. You get to roll twice, get the better roll, and when you crit from a 15 to a 20, it's more likely that you get that critical hit in as well. So it's just like, he was a glass cannon for sure. Like, if he actually got hit, it was no bueno. But man, he was built to just attack, and I loved that character.
Nice.
Yeah, Carl gets it clearly with all of those emotes.
Stop.
You're like Theo.
Like Theo, my fox! Rip Theo.
What do you mean rip? He's fine.
Because the game is dead.
No, the game's not dead yet. It's like in Princess Bride. It's mostly dead.
Yeah. Who's Theo? Who's your Theo?
I was referring to Van Gogh's brother, Theo.
I didn't. Okay. I just learned a lot with that sentence that I don't even know where to start with this.
Matt Mercer teaches you.
But found an admirer and supporter in his brother.
You can be my less famous brother.
Yeah, that's what I just heard. Thanks.
Well, there aren't many who are willing to deal with my eccentricity. By the way, what's in your hand? A card?
Yeah, I got a blank card from that dude.
Whenever I see blank paper, I have the urge to draw something on it. May I?
Great.
I mean, I used to do that in high school when I get bored in class and start, like, doodling all over the place.
Impossible.
Namely the sign of our generation, the special S.
Well, what do you think? Not bad, wouldn't you say? Soon enough, my slump will be a thing of...
Yeah, before even your sentence got cut off, the fact that you were drawing on the card was giving me bad vibes. Like, that's gonna have done something. Yeah, there we go. Oh my god, do you have the ability... Do you have the ability to fucking make cards for us?
Picture turn into a real skill
card?
That's his special thing that he brings to the party.
Hot damn.
So, like, when you're trying to do all those fusion challenges to make certain persona with a skill, you could, like, you can let me do all the calculations for you. It's like, oh, if you get this persona and this persona, and it's a rainy day and it's pollen out, you can get the thing you need. Or you could just have Yusuke make the skill you need and then just slap it on them.
Incredible. Oh, Liz, that's awesome. That's something I want to implement into games at some point. The rolling with emphasis.
Rolling with emphasis. Does that mean just you yell at the dice? Because you do that already, Jen.
Yeah, no, fair. No, so the way I've heard it explained is, like, if you're trying to do something in game that, like, like, narratively, like, this thing will either, like, it either works or it does not work, you know, kind of thing. And, like, whatever extreme, like, whichever one of those things it's gonna be, is, like, should be, is gonna be kind of, like, an extreme result. So rather than being like, okay, cool, like, you're rolling with advantage or you're rolling with disadvantage or whatever, you roll with emphasis. So you roll two d20s, and then whichever one is, like, and everyone kind of does it a little bit different. It's like whichever one's furthest from 10 or whichever one's furthest from the DC. Like, whatever somebody's rule is, we'll just say it's like 10 right now. Whichever one's furthest from 10 is the number you take. So, like, if you get a, yeah, you did furthest from 10. Okay, so yeah, so it's like if you got, like, a 12 and a 7, 7's further from 10, so you take the 7. But if you got like
gotcha. So it could be either direction.
It could be either direction. So with the idea being like you're more likely to get a more extreme result on your roll to have a more extreme version of this thing happen. So, you know, if you got, you know, if you got a 15 and a 9, you take the 15 because it's furthest from 10. If you got a 15 and a 2, you take the 2 because it's furthest from 10. So it is not necessarily like, oh, advantage, take the higher one, and oh, disadvantage, take the lower one. It's like whichever one is the most absurd, that's what it is. So, it's a cool, I like the idea of a concept, especially because of the way I play already, is I already kind of scale DCs where it's like, okay, like, if you barely got the DC, it's like, okay, the thing works, but like if you blow the DC out of the water, like, okay, it like super works, and like maybe there's like an extra like benefit to the thing happening and whatever.
Nice.
Or if you fail by a lot, it's worse than failing by a little. So it's like, oh, the DC's 15, you got a 14, all right, you fail. It's like, oh, you got a 2? It's bad. It's not nat 1 bad, but it's not good. You're gonna have a time now. So I already kind of, like, have that in my head. So, like, the idea of, like, oh, roll with emphasis is like, all right, cool. I'm letting you get to gamble now. Mm-hmm. And be like, whichever is the furthest number is what we'll go with. So, go ahead.
I like that a lot. I may make that a house rule in the campaign I'm thinking about running.
I like the idea of offering it as an option and being like, cool, you can either roll this like normal, or I'll let you roll 2 and we take the one that's furthest from 10. Like, and never like forcing it on somebody, being like, you can make this choice.
One of the things that my Friday group has done that I've really enjoyed, because our DM is very generous with awarding inspiration for like good RP or good plans, is that there's a like a combined attack. So if it's someone else's turn, so like let's say it's Gwen's turn.
Okay.
Vasile could burn his inspiration on Gwen's turn to enhance an attack that Gwen was doing, but it has to be in like some way, like something Vasile could do to make the like Gwen's attack more effective. It's like an example in our Friday game, I play an artificer and then we have a chronomancer wizard. And I was just going to shoot a firebolt out of the arcane firearm that the artificer has. And our chronomancer's like, here, I want to burn inspiration because I really want to drop this guy. And she wanted to use her time magic to accelerate the firebolt to like kind of like in Mass Effect, how they like accelerate something beyond like what is physically possible, and then it hits something with its full mass. And the DM's like, okay, yeah, that's something that a chronomancer could do. And so basically my firebolt hit with the force of a like 5th level fireball. And it was cool, like this, like have things like that so that as a player, you don't have to wait 40 minutes for your turn. Like if there's like a cool RP thing that you can do that like your character is capable of doing to enhance the attack of someone else, it keeps you engaged during the combat because you're looking for those opportunities, and our DM is very generous with inspiration. So it's not like I have to hold on to this like in case of a rainy day, because like we're just getting them so often that it encourages us to use them in that capacity as well. So it keeps combat pretty fresh, especially when we have like 6 players trying to get through their their turns.
God, that's too many people. Ashley, what the fuck are you talking about? What is actually happening in this chat? And Banana, I have no idea. Maybe that's part of Pathfinder. I picked up that habit from watching Brennan do stuff on Dimension 20. He kind of has like tiered DCs for stuff. And I was like, oh, I like that. I'm stealing it.
Yeah, it's 100% a baked-in core design of Pathfinder 2 that you have success, critical success, failure, and critical failure. And that's the nice thing, like that also applies to like attack rolls. So like if you roll 10 above a creature's AC, so like there's like some trash mob with an AC of 10 and you roll a dirty 20, it counts as a crit.
Dope.
If I can overcome the slump, I should be able to aid our group like earlier. Perhaps even more so.
Ashley, you keep saying it like that makes it not weird and
Is it
like
is it Red Rover? Are you playing Red
No,
Rover?
I like Red Rover with yourself is what it sounds like.
I know.
Oh, you gotta pay extra for that.
Back to Sojiro with that self-satisfaction.
That's right. I'm just gonna go home and play Red Rover.
God, oh God. Oh. Yeah, actually, I don't know if I picked it up from Brennan or if I picked it up from... I think maybe Brennan made me feel less weird about doing it. I think it was when I was listening to... somebody's playing, like, one of, like, the fate system kind of things, where it's like, oh, you could have, like, a failure, a partial success, or a full success. And I was like, I like the idea of a partial success, so I was like, I'm just gonna start shoving that in.
Yeah. I like it. I like that Pathfinder 2nd edition had that in mind, because a lot of the spells take that into account. So a lot of the spells are identical to what you would find in D&D. Like, Acid Arrow does the exact same thing in Pathfinder as it does in 5th edition. But they've built it in that based on like the DC save.
No! God! We've already got an established thing. Why is this happening again? Fuck!
Multiple cards were discovered among your belongings, replicas of the same design.
Yeah, I have a good printer.
I don't have a clue how these cards were used, but someone proficient in the arts was close to you.
I bet you have a bunch of copies of your business card. Why is it weird?
What were you having this person do?
Make cards! Go pay attention!
I feel like the writers, like in that specific case, the writers were like...
Did we not already have a thing?
No, you didn't already have a thing.
I thought we already had a thing! I thought one popped up before!
Nope.
I swear we had a thing!
You're hallucinating.
I guess I'm fucking... What? No! No, we had a thing!
We have not had a thing.
I swear! I swear we did. Fuck that, there's a thing saying...
Do you want to make a bet, Chad?
No, I don't! I'm still staring at my fucking Breath of the Wild sticky note. Well, I love the little thought bubbles, though, next to the title of the ability. Has he really been around this long and we haven't done a fucking thing? God damn, alright.
Alright.
Yeah,
So, the first day that you could start his social link was on the 18th of June, so I have made a little note to myself of like important dates that you need to be aware of. So like when I saw his name pop up, like, hey, yeah, go hang out with him today.
All right, fair. All right, thank you for that. I appreciate it.
Anyway, what I was saying is, so Pathfinder has this as a rule, so like they've baked it into their spells. So like Acid Arrow is a perfect example. Mechanically exactly the same as in 5th edition. It does 2d4 acid damage if it connects. So then there's a DC save for any additional effects that happen. If you make the save, you just take your 2d4. If you critically succeed, it only does like 1d4 acid damage. If you fail it, you take an additional 2d4 damage on the subsequent turn, and if you critically fail it, you roll like a d4 to see how many rounds that acid damage is going to persist. So like Pathfinder has baked those critical failures, critical successes, and like moving DCs based on how well or how poorly you save on like spell effects. So like if you think about like reflex saves on Fireball, if you critically, or if like a creature critically fails on a Fireball that you cast, it does more damage. So it's like, I like that they've already thought about that and baked it in to make the spell casting utility much more strategic, because now it's not just like, ooh, fireball does big fire damage. It's like, no, these things are deliberately poor at reflex safe. So now that's coming into my calculus as a caster of like, okay, these things are really bad at reflex saves. Let's drop the fireball because it's going to do tremendous amount more damage to these poor reflex enabled people.
You're back to almost selling me on it.
I will keep trying to sell it to you.
I'll contact you once it's done.
Did you know that if you start off as a caster class in Pathfinder 2, you get double the amount of gold for stuff?
I'm in your debt.
Oh, interesting.
No, I'm just making that up.
Oh.
I'm just trying to get you to play.
Well, you can't do it by lying to me.
I'm not lying. As the DM, I will do that.
All right, you all heard it. Mark it.
Yeah. Yeah, so when the group is like, hey, why does Jen get like double the golds? Because I like her more than you. I'm sure that will endear you to the new group.
Oh yeah, absolutely, for sure. Yeah, just thanks. All the rest of the answers felt awkward for a variety of reasons. You can do
Thanks,
anything
Liz.
through lies. God damn.
See you.
That was something I emphasized so hard when we were starting Clock Tower, where I was like, hey, since you're all new, I need you to know, like, the information I get, like, I am not allowed to lie to you. I will tell you the truth. Unless someone has an ability that says, hey, you get to lie now. But that's very specific and is useful information itself. But it's like, I can't just decide I want to say a lie to you. Somebody's got to do something that makes that happen. And I need you all to understand this. Good times. I took so many fucking notes. It was great. What? It was, okay. I feel like those couple of boards on my floor right in front of my bed are like very pronounced, and I don't think they've been that pronounced before. It's just, it's weird. It looks like somebody pulled them up and then put them back.
Maybe Morgana was busy while you were going to Mementos with Yusuke.
Maybe.
The Crossroads bar. This is from that
It's a
journalist,
bar!
right?
She knows I'm a student, right?
Looks like this Crossroads place is in Shinjuku. A meetup in Shinjuku.
Sounds good.
That's the spirit. Try not to freak out just because Shinjuku's the nightlife district, okay? You should send everyone a message and let them know what you're up to.
Beep boop boop boop. Hey, you know what? This is the rare moment you made everyone else's phone go pee-pee.
Oh my god, you're right. So much phone pee-pee. No, I want to go alone. I would like to go alone, please. I do not want Ryuji there. Not all the time, Ashley. There's a lot of places you can't even go in. I'm worried, but not about going. I'm worried about you being there. Of course I'm going. I was just letting you all know. I should not have told everyone this was happening.
This is what you get for trying to be a team player, Jen.
Yeah, this is why I work alone, all right? No, I'm not gonna go in my school uniform.
It would be bad for you to stand out.
Yeah.
You should change before you go.
What the fuck is going on with my sleeves?
You gotta work out more, brah.
Got like weird pauldrons. Oh my god. The uniform is the pants. Because he doesn't wear the actual shirt. Like I don't know if this counts, but he is using his school book bag. That is a problem.
Huh? No choice. I didn't have the time to go home.
Then you should have said that. I could have brought you other clothes. You could have just not come.
You look like about the same size.
God.
People aren't gonna notice anyways with this t-shirt over it.
They're absolutely gonna notice. I noticed. You stand out.
Oh, you think so? I thought this is normal.
I mean,
surprised
that's
you were
still
thinking
you could
anything.
still think that's normal.
Yeah.
That doesn't make it
It won't be my
right.
fault when the cops catch you.
Don't worry about it.
Like,
Place ain't so
you know,
different
my
from
my
Shibuya.
children think it's normal for them to pull us into the bathroom to examine their BMs because they think that's just the funniest thing ever. They think that's normal.
Okay, because they think they're funny? They think poop is
Yeah.
funny?
Oh yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
So it's even funnier when they do it in kind of public. So at just the youngest daughter's daycare, they had their like Easter spring fling, and just an oldest daughter went with my wife to it. I couldn't make it because of work. But they have bathrooms in like each of the rooms, and they're like really tiny bathrooms because they're tiny people there.
Yeah.
And there's just like a very small, like metal wall separating the toilets. They're not stalls because the teachers need to be able to see in to
Right.
make sure everyone is okay. And apparently both of my daughters needed to go at the same time, and then they compared notes afterwards.
Oh my god.
And now keep in mind, there's like families in the room for the spring fling, and this is a very loud conversation that's happening from the very echoey bathroom. So, you know, very normal.
Oh, incredible. I'm sure Jamf loved that.
She did. I
Oh.
loved it so much that she immediately told me, and she's like, "Is that going on your post-it note?" I'm like, "Of course it is."
I love that. It's like, is this going on the post-it? Is this Wednesday material?
Yes, it is.
Oh.
You know, most of my material comes from Jamf. So like, if she pops into chat, just be sure to thank her because she is just as good at being like, "Please put that on the post-it note." I'm like, "You got it."
That's so good.
She is my muse.
Come on, I'll guide you. If we're going to Shinjuku, we should probably hop on the JL. Just get out of this building, and then the ticket gate should be on the right. It's go time.
Why are you just giving me directions? Are you gonna run away from me? What are you laughing about?
I can't remember if this is like you have to find the line again in the subway.
No, please don't. Just follow him. He's wearing a bright red shirt. Please follow.
Is this really going to be okay?
No, it's not gonna be okay, but it's gonna be less okay if we lose sight of him. Go.
Flash, no, Jamf does not watch the archives.
Thank
It's
goodness.
mostly because by 10 o'clock she is fast asleep.
He's following me? Why?
Huh?
Okay,
You
well,
sure?
no, you said go right. Go this way? Sure. Go right.
Sassy, toddler isn't there yet.
And then there? Yay!
Yay, you did it.
God. A hotspot of Tokyo known for its nightlife and downtown shopping. Bars open to minors. All right, there we go. Perfect. That solves that problem.
It's like they thought. It's like, you know what? They're at the writer's room. Jen is going to complain about this. Just throw a line in there. Bars are open to minors.
Whoa.
Hey.
Whoa.
Crossroads bar right up ahead. Okay, sure, we'll get there if we keep going straight. Great. I feel like I should probably not oh, you look like... We've talked to you before. No, you're just a repeated character model. Never mind.
No, you're recycled content. Never mind. The sign of a good NPC.
Why is yes not an option? I'm not gonna lie. I'm just,
The hell?
yeah, I was trying to walk past, like, you stopped me. Oh god. Who are you? You want to come play? No, I don't. That sounds gross. What? Oh, it is bad! Oh!
Yeah, so I did a little bit of research because, you know, one of the, like, both Jamf and I want to go to Japan at some point, and of course one of my goals is like, oh, I want to go to, like, all the Persona places.
Not all of them.
Yeah, and apparently Shinjuku, they call it like the nightlife place. It's the red light district. It is the red light district, like Amsterdam's.
Yeah.
And they don't
I too
really-
have been to Shinjuku.
Yeah, it's like I too have been to Shinjuku. Yeah, I didn't quite realize that until like I immediately like first went here in the game, and I'm like, oh, I get it. I get it now.
Yeah.
I get why they're like, you're going alone? No, Ryuji, go with him.
Are you a student? You shouldn't be out this late.
Is it like a legal problem, or just like a personal opinion problem? I'm not...
Legally there is a curfew.
Oh, is there?
Yeah.
Well, then why did okay, yeah, I don't want to fucking lie to the dude. Like, feels like lying to him is bad. Like, real life should, like, we've said this before. Tell cops nothing, tell paramedics everything. But this is a programmed game, and I'm afraid if I lie, it's gonna be an issue. And especially because the dude next to me is wearing his fucking high school shit.
Or maybe this is getting meta. Like, they're asking you, the player. Like,
I'm
an adult. I'm an adult.
I feel like lying's gonna be a problem.
Hey, wait! We, graduated a long time ago.
Oh my god.
Well, we're adults, you know.
Ryuji, no.
Are you a friend of his? Wait a second. I've seen the pattern on those pants before.
Yeah, exactly. That was gonna fucking happen.
Be on the news. Oh, yeah. It was on that segment about the teacher who was harassing kids. Is that a school uniform?
I mean, harassing is one way to describe what was going on.
Shit.
Hey, you kids have got to be high schoolers. Come with me.
All right, well.
Shoot. This is why I said uniforms were bad.
This was gonna happen regardless of what I picked.
That is correct.
We're gonna run? Don't make me actually run.
How much longer until we get there?
I thought it was gonna, like, make me control it. And I was like, if this game has quick time events, fuck off.
Hey, it ain't our fault we had to
No, you don't have to worry about that.
Our school's getting real famous.
Yeah, which is exactly why you wear your fucking uniform is a problem. All right, well.
I would like you to notice Monokuma's. Well, Monokuma was behind that woman's head now.
I'll just like based on angles, you mean, or is somebody?
Yeah.
Okay, well I can run back and when she's done talking to me. Oh God.
For the blonde
You can kind of see it.
Oh, that one.
Woman troubles, or perhaps it's something else. In any case, horrible disaster is coming for you. Please, let me examine your future further.
No.
What? Me?
Yes, I suggest you get your fortune told. What I say will surely come to pass.
More of this shit? Sorry, but we're in a hurry. And I don't really believe in that stuff anyways.
I see. My apologies. However, if you change your mind, I'll be waiting here in this spot at night.
All right, well they highlighted it, so that,
May your
and we
fortunes
like
be
got
well.
mini cutscenes, so like that is something. God, what the fuck? This is horrifying.
Rising Ursine!
All right.
A body has been discovered.
Is the cop gone? Because I felt like the bar was this way. Because there's a little bar symbol. Crossroads, hey!
Whoa, man. We ain't old enough to hang out here.
There was literally a thing! I said that, and then the game was like, no, don't worry, you can go in as minors. But now it's being like, no, actually, you were right the first time?
Beer, whiskey, wine. Looks like nighttime is bar time.
Going in our uniforms is probably a bad idea.
Yeah!
We got caught last time, too.
I agree. What do you mean we? You got caught. I'm not wearing a uniform. Just, you're useless, but I won't say that because you'll be sad.
I came all the way to Shinjuku and
He's trying his best, Jen.
His best is not very good.
It's not.
Fine.
God.
Time somewhere nearby.
Can you invert cards in this game too, like you could in Persona 4?
Do you want an honest answer, or
Yes.
would you like a?
I want an
No,
honest.
you cannot invert. You cannot invert cards. in
Now
this
I'm sad I didn't call him useless.
game. Yeah.
Welcome.
Oh, I'm getting fucking Somnium File vibes from this bartender, and I don't like that.
You be nice to Lala Escargot. She is one of the best characters in this game.
This is just that name again. Now more Somnium File vibes. Oh my god.
How old are you, boy?
Oh my god. Do you want me to answer this? God, this bar. Oh god.
Sorry, Lala-chan. He's with me.
Ooh,
you picked up
Thanks,
a real
Yukiko.
young one this time. Just don't let a minor drink alcohol, okay?
Oh my god. Oh my god. What do you mean don't let him drink alcohol? You're the bartender.
Lala-chan, I'm gonna borrow the seats in the back. Go on back there. I'll treat you to some water.
Oh, thank you so much.
Ah, she reeks of booze.
What a surprise! I thought you were joking, yet here you are.
It's funny that you mentioned like the King's game and the karaoke game from Persona 4 because it was drunk Yukiko that clued me in that this is the same voice actress that does this character. Like, which is kind of like slur. Like, wait, I'm getting vibes. Like, this couch looks familiar. The slurred Yukiko line. Like, oh, it's Yukiko's VA.
Yeah. Boy. Oh god, I'm just gonna fucking go for it. She's drunk. Let's just hit the ground running.
Oh. Why that?
Sure, just fucking do it. She's not gonna remember.
Well, I do happen to know something about that. I could tell you, but... Do you know the Phantom Thieves of Hearts? You know, that case the public has been focused on lately. I was pursuing the issue of people randomly entering into a shutdown state, but I'm lacking intel. That's why I'm currently looking for new material to write about.
Yeah, I knew this was gonna be a problem.
So, do you have any info on these Phantom Thieves?
Nope.
Good thing Ryuji's outside.
I know, right? He'd be like, we're not gonna tell you we're the Phantom Thieves, would be his exact response.
I'd like to imagine all of the noise and nightlife of Shinjuku. The door to the bar is closed. You're in a back room, but the fact that she said Phantom Thieves, like that pierces through the night, and he hears it, kicks down the door.
Last time we met, I thought maybe you might have some insider knowledge on the Phantom Thieves because of it. Their first incident was that of Kamoshida, you know? Ideally, I'd like to get some exclusive coverage from a student who suffered Kamoshida's abuse.
That seems really insensitive.
I would love an introduction if you know someone who fits the bill.
Oh, boy.
Would you like to
Seems
talk
both
to
you
my
and I
cat?
can't really do our stuff out in the open, so what do you say?
Oh, the thing's gonna happen, isn't it?
A student
No.
who suffered from
God damn it.
abuse. Oh, what about that Mishima guy? He always seems to be.
Oh,
inside of
no,
the Phantom
absolutely not him. Super not. He will spill our full names, birth dates, home addresses, everything.
We don't have social security numbers in Japan, but he will make us social security cards
Yeah.
just to.
God. I was thinking she would at least be a little bit quieter about it. It can't be Mishima. Oh.
It's a deal then. Send me your friend's contact.
Oh,
info
this
later.
is so bad. This is so bad.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
How are we so bad at
You'd better be
this?
thankful.
You are 16-year-old
It's the only
kids.
reason we're getting this far.
Now that I think about it, those mental shutdowns and the Phantom Thieves both seem supernatural. Could they be related? Or am I just hoping for a coincidence? Oh, sorry. I have a tendency to talk to myself on occasion. Well then, you can't exactly consider this an
Have I told
upfront
you that
payment,
my parents run a inn all the way out in the boonies? There used to be this cool kid there, then he came back to the city and I followed him. I can't find him. I've tried.
I think he's probably the guy you're looking for. Yes! You should check him out further if you're curious. But I'm not responsible for what happens next. Lala-chan, can I get a refill for this kid? We need to make a toast to our new acquaintance.
It'll be a problem if you stay too long. You should leave right after you finish your water.
Oh my god.
Flash, to answer your question, I actually have fired people before. Typically, the way you would go about it in a polite way is you put them on what's called a performance improvement plan, which is to clearly indicate that they're not living up to the expectations of the role in a way that they can correct it. That's usually like a polite way of letting them know, like maybe start looking for another job, and we're not gonna fire you right away, but you're on the outs. So that's typically what most places should do. And if you do fire someone, do it on a Tuesday. Fridays, Fridays, like, that's, a lot of people think that, but Tuesdays are a good day to do it.
Hey! For real?
Hey!
Yeah,
He
please.
shouts the name.
God.
Jen, I'm sure everything will be fine.
Why? Like, why? So much. We shouldn't tell him anything at all anyways, but certainly not here. Because that's how we got into this mess, was having these conversations out in the open. Are you just Googling him? Oh, no, we need to decide what the place is gonna look like and whatnot. It's not just a name. Okay. Yeah, I don't think we should do this at night here. It's been, like, I already was in Mementos today, apparently. So, like, let's not right now.
Dude.
God. I'm so upset. Oh. Oh, no. Oh. Who are you? And why are you like this? Hell has nothing to do with it, honey. I'm Angel. Oh, no. This is not good. Julie, if you're feeling saucy. No, I'm feeling like we need to leave. I feel like we need to go.
I need an adult. I need an adult.
We're gonna... wait. We saw you picking it. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, they got the wrong idea. And I simultaneously want this to happen and super do not want this to happen.
Whoa.
No. Yeah, no, I'm gonna leave. Bye.
Here. Jen, I'll spare you your feeling. Yeah, but just kind of catching up on chat. Yeah, Tuesday, for exactly the reasons people have said, it gives you a week to reach out to places while most of them are still like open. Like typically HR's a Monday through Friday thing, so it gives you time to make some contacts with people. And like with the person I fired, put him on a performance improvement plan and stuck it out and just wasn't able to do it. So I let him go right before lunch on Tuesday, and I told him that he could leave. He could leave during lunch, so it looks like he's going on his lunch break. So
knock him dead. Just do that. Yeah. No, you're my best friend. No, my best friend is somewhere else. I don't know. Not here. Oh my god. Oh, I simultaneously want to see this and like super don't. Oh my god.
Wanna head back?
Are we actually just gonna leave?
I'm sure he'll be fine.
Oh my god, I wanted to see it. Yeah, hey, Ryuji, you find any clues? I will tell you tomorrow. I'm not trying to keep you in suspense. I'm just trying I'm trying to put less things in a traceable format. No, yeah, don't contact him. Yeah, it's fine. He's good.
We're pretty much already in Kanashiro's palace. That was surprisingly
I hope he shows up to school. Oh, Sunday. It's tomorrow Sunday. There's not gonna be school. I was like, I wanted him to show up and there was gonna be like eyeliner he couldn't get off. Or something.
If it's still there Monday, that'll be a
That's
a good
impressive,
sign.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh boy. Oh, really? Already? This just super. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh. Immediately has the wrong idea. Oh my god. Oh, it's worse. Okay, it's not a girl. It's like, it's a full-ass adult. And no? Oh my god! Why are these my choices? Oh my god! You'll see.
We really like maybe the next button that comes from Long Dog Dice or Enamel Pin is just, why are these my choices?
Yeah. Look, if I would love to, like, I have a image in my head of a pin or pin sticker, whatever, of an image that would be great related to Persona streams and my catchphrases of I hate all of these choices. But it is not relevant to any of my Long Dog Dice stuff at all. So I was like, it would be silly to make it a thing because there is not an overlap. Jen am the overlap in that Venn diagram, and I'm like, that's not enough.
Jen, you're gonna hate what I say because you're gonna love it so much.
Oh, no.
You have named all of your dice after D&D spells.
Yeah, most of them.
There were a plethora of D&D spell names. You know, there are a lot of tarot cards that have personalities to them.
Okay, that's the direction we're going.
Yeah, there are tarot cards that have a personality to them, that have very clear, identifiable names that people can instantly relate to and understand. And that could also be the gateway into Persona to have your pin or your sticker.
I hate all of these choices. I feel like unless that's a universal experience, but
you'd be like, if you type great vegetables into Google, there is a big Persona community around the great vegetables joke.
Oh, I'm sure.
Like, I hate all of these choices. I'm sure you're not the only person who feels that way around the Persona game.
So I cannot further elaborate on this. Point is, I've had an image in my head of I hate all these choices, but I was like, it would not, enough of whatever I would make of that would not sell for me to justify the cost of doing it. But it is a thing I have thought about.
Yeah, I hate it when you make good business sense to me.
I know, it sucks. It sucks. Don't worry, I hate it when I make good business sense to me too. Cause I'm like, this would be fun. It's not. It just doesn't work though. I'm just go with you'll see. Oh no. Oh, I don't like these said tease me. Oh no. Oh no. She really didn't do a good job of introducing herself, and I'm not helping.
I mean, you only said one thing. Like, he's jumping to conclusions, and you're just letting the train do its thing, you know?
Yeah, no. Oh my god. You have already embarrassed me. You haven't even met yet? That ship has sailed. Wait! What was that last thing? No!
To be a teenage boy again.
God.
Okay, so
you're sitting. I can't leave.
Yeah. So here's fun story time, kids. Now, Mishima is supposed to be in high school and 16. When I was in elementary school, like 4th grade specifically, I very much would misread signs of like, oh, I think this girl thinks I'm cute, and it's just completely off base. Like, as a 4th grader, I get it. He's a 16-year-old almost man. He should know better.
Do I want to make stuff, or do I'm gonna make coffee?
Hey.
Make the kafifi.
I can't do anything else.
Get your slightly hard beans.
Here we go.
Oh.
Yes. All right.
I like the way you're drinking that makes it look delicious. Like, how am I drinking it? Like, what is this? This also has a weird energy.
Yeah. There's a light shining on your face. You just kind of like flick your hair back.
Alright, we've progressed some stuff. Are you gonna shit on it again, or are you gonna actually say nice things now? Alright, he didn't shit on it, so that's good.
Well, because your proficiency and your knowledge.
Yeah. Ooh, double
Ooh, you got
digits.
2.
Not bad. It's worth a compliment. Wow.
Ashley, I'm sorry. Did you just say Folger's incest commercial? Ashley? Would you care to elaborate?
I don't think she should. I think we just need to leave that where it is.
I'm going to agree with chat. You should also save your game because I think it's been a bit.
It has been a bit, but it's also towards the end of the day, so like our day, stream day. What? Oh wait, no, this is actually a thing. This is not just like a random sentence. She said this is actually a commercial that exists. All right, well now I'm concerned. Oh, he's talking about fate and stuff. No, I don't want that. This wasn't a chance meeting. You invited me. What's happening?
Oh, he thanked you for the coffee.
Oh my god.
He thanked you for the coffee that you used his own beans and equipment for.
You know. Okay, fucking stop. Just let me save now. Oh god. We're here forever.
You guys ditched me yesterday.
You are here forever.
I almost entered a world I want nothing to do with.
You know what could have avoided that? Dressing like this. Although
That's true.
It probably bright yellow shirt still would have stood out a good bit, but at least you wouldn't have been wearing your fucking uniform pants. Oh, Ashley, posture check. You're right. I was shrimping.
I do like that Yusuke is looking at Ryuji, like judging him for his outfit.
Mm-hmm.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, please. I want to hear your version of events.
Nothing. Just start it up, Yusuke.
What is Yusuke starting up? Wait.
I entered Kanashiro's name into the nav, and just as expected, it's a hit.
All we need now are the 2 other keywords. What he thinks of as his palace, and where it is.
Well, I mean, it's somewhere in Shibuya, but Shibuya is big.
Shibuya, Shibuya, la da 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 da.
What do I think a mob boss is gonna...
Well, we don't have any clues other than people falling victim around here. We'll just have to try whatever keywords we can come up with.
Oh, that's gonna be impossible. How many buildings do you think there are in Shibuya?
No complaining.
If we can figure out what the palace is, we may be able to guess where it is by association.
It's probably somewhere he's got complete control over. Maybe a garden?
No candidates found.
He likes money, so what about a money bath?
The old Scrooge McDuck.
Yeah, right? I was like, that's not a real thing. But I mean, like, he likes money, so like banks, like bank, ATM, something.
Hey kids, if you get a large heaping wealth of money, do not dive into gold coins. That will hurt.
Yeah, break your spine.
No candidates found.
No, not even close. How about it? Can you think of anything?
I think the money thing was right. I said a bank, so I'm gonna go with that.
I see.
Oh!
Okay.
Yes! Alright.
You liked some of those choices.
Somewhere in this city has his own bank.
Alright. Like, it seems like he's, like, all over the place, though. And, like, the question I specifically asked the journalist was, like, who, like, runs or owns Shibuya? Like, I said that so generally. And she was like, oh, yeah, that. So, like, it sounds like it's the whole fucking city. It sounds like it's all of Shibuya.
Something less realistic. That's all it is, huh?
Like, I don't think there's a specific spot.
Now then.
The corner of 4th and...
Like, if I had to be specific, like, maybe the train station, because that's where... Like, I feel like his thing is more about, like, people than a spot. So, wherever there's a higher concentration of people, maybe, if it's anything specific.
If we're talking about a place where he keeps his cash, maybe his own hideout?
I don't think he keeps his cash in the hideout. That would be silly.
How about a real bank?
Yeah, like, maybe that?
His cognition wouldn't be distorted in that case.
It could be a fucked up thing.
Anywhere.
The Bank of Evil, also known as most banks.
Doesn't it seem we're thinking a little too inside the box? Palaces emanate a passionate madness. It feels as though we're missing that aspect.
The hell are you talking about?
I don't like that contraction in your dialogue box.
Heller.
like it's not wrong, but I don't like looking at it.
You know, that classic children's book, Old Heller.
Towards money with criminal acts. It's something more.
But what other ways can we think about it? Oh, could it mean a place you withdraw money?
A bank! Wait, no.
No, wait.
Do you think it might have something to do with the victims?
Yeah, who are just like everybody?
He's taking money from his victims' wallets, right? That means his bank is wherever they are.
That's kind of what I just said, and I don't know,
I
how
know.
I feel about that.
Again, the game knows what you're gonna say.
But you may just be right.
Oh, come on! How many people do you think Kanashiro's taking advantage of in all of Shibuya?
Like, everyone raises their hand in
Yeah.
the background.
Wait a second. I have a hit.
Huh? Oh, wait, what? Did I say something right?
I know, I'm also shocked.
The place that Kaneshiro thinks of as a bank is all of Shibuya.
Hey!
Oh, you did it. You logicked your way to it, like, well in advance. It wasn't even the next line. You did that, like, a minute and a half ago. I was very impressed.
Oh, thank you, thank you.
What?
I'm glad all of those high school, murdering games have really done
They really have.
honed-
Kyoko has trained me well.
She has.
Okay, this does make me think the palace is gonna be fucking huge, and I'm worried about that.
It'll be bigly.
It turns out he really is a terrible criminal.
But wait, is it okay for us to go into the palace right out of a crowd like this?
Yeah, how does that appear to everyone else?
Nobody notices if a piece of trash disappears from a trash can.
I think he just called us trash.
I mean, he's probably still upset about last night, and I don't blame him.
Fair.
In that case, let's go.
No, I feel like we should, if it's the entire city, I feel like we can find an alley, a side street, something. I feel like we can do that.
Hey, you know of actually a really good alley. There's an airsoft shop there
Yeah!
with totally not sketchy people. in
Why
that
did we
alley.
do this right here?
I'm sure it'll be fine, and there will be no negative consequences whatsoever.
What are those?
What are those? Oh god.
Walking ATMs. That must be his cognition of people.
That's horrifying.
So this is what Kaneshiro considers a bank.
I never thought it would be the entire district. Look around us. The distortion is affecting the whole of Shibuya.
Huh? What do you mean?
Oh my god, you fucking idiot. Look up.
Oh, that's right. Even when we were in the castle and the museum, the city outside looked normal.
He sees everyone in Shibuya as his patron.
No surprise.
Patron, he's a warlock?
It's best we focus on finding Kanashiro's location and stealing his treasure as soon as possible.
Yeah, his hideout's gotta be somewhere around here. Let's go look for it.
Alright, so I think the VA cutscenes have stopped, at least for the time being. Hey, if you can save, that would be great.
I keep trying, and it's like, oh, nope, here's more dialogue.
Yeah. So over Easter break, my in-laws...
I can't, it's not, oh, it's because am I technically in a thing now?
I think you're technically in a thing now.
God fucking damn it! I've been trying to save forever, it just won't let me, anyways.
Yeah. So over the weekend, we were with my in-laws, and they were kind enough to watch the girls, so Jamf and I can have a much-needed date night. And we went to an Italian restaurant. It's one of the few Italian restaurants that I actually think are very good. Just given my family's penchant for Italian cooking. But they had really good cocktails. And one of the cocktails was called Donna Fugata. Now, the literal translation of Donna Fugata was something that Jamf and I were going back and forth on. So the way that Fugata is conjugated, so Fugata means to flee.
Okay.
So the way that it's conjugated with the ATA at the end means it's modifying the word in front of it. So donna means woman in Italian. So donna fugata literally translates to away from the woman, is the way that it's translated.
Okay.
The way that it's spelled. However, the people who run this restaurant aren't like native Italian speakers. And Janford and I were going back and forth of like, what did they mean? Did they mean like the escaped woman, or to get like, is this like you get away from a woman, like the guys go out to get away from their wives and this is the drink they get, or is it like the wife, the woman has like the woman has gotten away and this is like her drink? And we were going back and forth to trying to figure out like what did they actually mean by the translation, and then what's worse, like you named this drink after like, oh, you're trying to get away from your wife, or your wife is trying to get away from you, and like I don't think this is like an argument that we like I don't feel like there's any winners here.
Maybe that's the point of the drink.
Maybe I feel very uncomfortable, like watching Schindler's List. Like I know it's good, but I don't feel comfortable at the same time, you know.
There's only so many places the game's letting me go. So, we already talked to you. I didn't talk to you. You're new.
Wait.
Hey. What do you mean?
Oh God, that's leaves no tracks. No, it's gonna. I feel like it's. I feel like it's both. I feel like in the real world it's figurative, and here it's gonna be literal. So, like, what? Can he fucking fly? What's happening?
Hey.
The fucking dragon just kind of scoots over the sky, and we're good now.
It's a warlock dragon. It's the worst type of dragon.
Oh, you're putting emphasis on following. I said some bullshit, but like, is he actually?
No.
God fucking damn it!
Is that it?
Again, it's like they know, Jen. It's like they know.
Oh, pretty landscaping.
Yeah. No wonder we couldn't
Okay,
find it.
I have more questions about what this means for like real world stuff, but
Kanashiro doesn't leave any tracks, huh?
They go back to the real world like no one has noticed this giant flying thing. They're like, huh, weird.
especially because it looks like there's a set of stairs at the very, very front. Like it clearly connects to something somewhere.
So, how do we get up there? Can you turn into a helicopter,
Yeah, you can turn into a bus. Why not?
No, just a car.
Wow, how worthless.
Useless. Come on. Don't you have some kind of
Wow, you called Morgana useless. I refrained from calling you useless earlier. You could at least extend the same courtesy.
Ryuji looks over his shoulder. You want to call me useless?
I mean, I'm not a cat at all.
This may be the limit of what we can do today.
I've got a grappling hook.
Let's think about it some more tomorrow, okay?
But you only have one grappling hook. All right, on here, come. I'll hold you, and we'll grapple. Oh no! How embarrassing! Imagine how the others must feel.
If it's all of Shibuya, how do we get out of it? Because before you would just like walk away from it. Do we have to like fucking leave Shibuya to get out?
You might. You actually get on the train.
and then like, try to get right back on.
Yeah, you hit a certain point, you just appear on the subway.
Oh my gosh. Uh-oh, this is gonna be uncomfortable and awkward. Okay, hey, how'd your meeting with Mishima go?
I like that you have a picture of her already in your phone.
Yeah, that's a little concerning.
Hey, you up?
Sure. I have a bit of advice for you. Get better friends. Never talk to Mishima again. He told me everything. Oh, shit. Of course he has some shady connections. He's a fucking mob boss. That's not new information.
Justice isn't going to be easy. We'd better discuss this with everyone
Why
tomorrow.
are you acting like this is new, like a revelation? God, let me save.
Yay, you can save.
Well then.
All right, we'll do the. I'm gonna save just in case something suddenly fucking crashes.
Like,
but
let's
we're gonna
see how many hours have passed. Oh, 2 full hours
That's
since
fine.
you last saved.
We're gonna go down to the TV and so you can tell me if I need to buy anything, and then we'll call it.
Okay.
Let's do some shopping. The supportive gift set. Give this to the busy bee in your life, and you'll be sure to get along. A blaring alarm clock and a face beautifier. Sure. And the busy revival set. Nothing will be able to keep you down.
It's just 300 gold pieces of diamond. What am I gonna do?
All right. Oh my god, everything. Yes, okay. Thank you. So a gift set or some more revival items. I feel like the revival items are shit I can buy elsewhere all the time already. Unless
That is correct.
Unless they're just usually way more expensive and this is a good deal for it. Otherwise, my gut is I should get the shit to be gifts to people when it starts being like, hey, give people gifts.
Yeah, no, your gut is good.
All right. Half of my DLC money's already gone.
Oh no, we gotta earn it back.
Yeah.
You gotta go make noodles or stop eating so many burgers.
I can't. I have to stop eating burgers and going to the bathhouse all the time.
What a decadent life you live.
God, if only. It's like, oh man, what'd you do with your evening? It's like even number days you go to the bathhouse, and odd number days you go get a burger.
You know, I don't want to comment on that because that feels dangerously close to just like putting odds and evens on things that don't have odds and evens, but I know that's canonically true.
Anyways.
I hate it.
I think we're gonna call that a stream!
Woo!
Before I break James any further.
Donna Fugata.
Donna Fugata, there we go.